Alright. So, where we left off, you all were facing down an enemy that you slain just mere days before. As he strides up, face diced, scarred, burned, is wearing a hefty plate. And as he gets closer to you, you see he just pulls a single strap as it all falls to the ground. Just showing off pretty much. He's not nude. He's pretty fucking
I was gonna
close.
say, this bitch naked.
He's gonna
I
fight
was
the
gonna
nude.
say I covered Junior's eyes.
He's not completely nude. He's wearing just light clothing. Clothing that you more or less buried him with.
Okay.
As he just looks up at all of you. And smiles as he pulls out a blade that you can see now it's been purposely dinged, cut, broken, and then sharpened. It's more or less a serrated blade.
Oh, that looks like a bad time.
Dear me.
As he looks up to Junior first. And in all of your heads, it's strange, you all hear the voice as his mouth moves. I hoped to see you all again.
Can I prepare an action to shoot
That,
as
that,
soon as
that, that doesn't make the both of us.
Can't say the same about you, buddy. Sorry, what are you saying, Capta?
Actually, wait, that wouldn't be preparing an action. I just want to shoot him in the face now.
I just want to shoot this bitch.
Can
Go
I do
ahead.
this?
Yes, you can.
Really? 1 second. I forgot that Roll20 hadn't lived yet.
I forgot Roll20 existed.
No, sure.
Guys, D&D Beyond.
Oh boy. Alright.
If D&D Beyond sponsored me, I would be a happy man.
Alright, also,
I'd be a happy man.
everybody remember you have 12 temporary hit points.
Oh, heck yeah, I forgot.
Alright, thanks.
No, not you!
Alright, Alexander does not
technically,
have...
No, the bad guy doesn't have it.
Okay.
But Alexander would.
What about the horses? Because they might need that.
No, they're good.
Please, yes.
Oh, I hold on. I can only. Let me look at the inspirational page.
Number of people is
6 creatures. So myself. So the whole party, that's 5. I can do one of the horses.
Alright, don't do the black one.
Oh my god.
Because that's a spectral horse, and it technically is not there.
Okay, then the entire party has 12 temporary hit points.
The horse.
Everybody does. Even the fucking horse.
Alright,
Oh, we only have one horse still.
Yeah, well, because that's a spectral one.
Oh, I missed the last 4 seconds for some reason.
So,
Alright, I hope I hit.
you do hit.
10.
Alright. It hits him in the just square in the jaw. Just like, and he just grabs it by the feathers. Just pulls it out. And just drops it. How rude.
You're rude. For
I'm
coming
not a
back.
very polite person.
On good days you are.
Excuse not make my days good days.
That is true.
What if I told you I'm not Roth? I'm just here to speak with you.
Sure.
We'll keep it from a distance, maybe.
Easy enough.
Is he full of shit?
Roll insight.
He's full of shit. He's full of
No,
something.
Nah, he'd be
Full of
telling the
blood.
truth.
Go
He's full
away,
of
or
stuff,
I
right?
will taunt you a second time.
What would you possibly want to talk about?
I want to thank you. My... as he grins. Servant. Barely did not put a dent in you, only killing you And he looks to Alexander. Why'd you come back? What a pity.
He came back with the power of friendship and love.
And the
Something you
Fae.
don't have. Well,
You
shut up.
wouldn't know.
I know a little bit more than my meat suit.
Ugh.
Okay. I don't want you to ever use those two words coupled together again.
Quill is looking over at Cabda and just repeats the me suit.
Don't worry about it, Quill. I'll
Qui-
explain later.
Anyone that
I
has a
think-
religious type class
Oh, okay.
must still accounts. Cause
Dude, I
you,
don't have a
you
I'm
have
a bard.
you're a bard, but bards know a lot.
That is true. I do
Yeah,
know
you
a
got
lot.
more
Yeah.
lore stuff.
I want you to roll a religion check.
Religion check. Not my greatest, but it's not the worst.
Oh.
15. All right.
21.
21.
Hey.
All right.
I don't really know much about gods, but hey, here we go.
So, for you, I'm just gonna DM you what you know about a certain deity,
Oh no.
Ooh.
and some people get a little bit more. Kabda, due to the certain points of knowledge, roll a religion check with advantage,
Oh.
cause you kinda did something for it.
Oh.
I fear.
You should fear.
I figure as well.
14. Okay.
How did I get that? Oh, because you both have a -1.
-1.
Ugh.
You know that. Kabda. You know this. Oh shit. Didn't go through.
Can I cast Hexblade's Curse on it?
You can.
Okay, I'll do that.
This is about the god Torok. I found a little bit about him, so I thought now would be the best time to share info with you.
Oh boy.
See now, Stella, you know a little bit more than everyone else,
Oh no.
and this DC goes up high as fuck to like 29 to what
Oh.
what you will know about this
This-
guy.
Lord.
Yeah.
Rand, what you sent me is just me at 3 a.m. getting shredded cheese from the fridge.
Hey, gods are like mortals. Just every once in a while, they're just a little bit iffy.
He
Except they
just
don't
wants some
die.
fucking
Dogs
freezer
are follow-
cheese.
Oh boy. Oh. Those acquired. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh.
It's like, now you all just, it clicks in your mind. I'm like, this is what I really know about Torog.
I don't like that at all.
Oh, you shouldn't. If you got like 2 higher, you would have got another bit.
Oh.
But you would have had to roll like a natural 20. Yeah.
Understood. Have a day.
Have a day.
Alright, the
Wonderful
horse
kitty.
rolled a 19. So the horse is like, nay. Oh shit. No, this is for Alexander. Yeah, Alexander is not liking this guy.
Oh, good. Smart man.
He knows a little bit more than
I
everyone
sure
else.
hope he
It's like-
doesn't. Cut him in half.
He just holds up a finger like, oh shit. I know who you are. This is not good. Whoop. Just like that's who he worships. Like he
Oh,
nods. Like,
I
"Oh."
understand now.
Mm.
Wish I didn't, but oops.
It's like rubs his neck.
Trying to find a specific
Hmm.
image. But I can't find it.
Don't look at this.
No.
I wanted to thank you for calling my herd.
What?
This is back to him. I would like to thank you for calling my herd. The herd being worshippers. The weak need to be called. You all should know this. You kill the weak, leaving only the strong.
You would know a lot about weakness, wouldn't you?
Oh,
sick
he
burn.
would. This meat suit
I hate it.
would. Me,
What did I just tell you?
no, I do not. I show and bring weakness to other people. It's what I do. And he winks.
Don't do that. You're so creepy. So weird.
I'm far from weird.
No. No, you're like right there.
You just said meat suit twice.
And then
Yes.
winked at us.
Yes.
It's weird.
It's psychological horror.
No, it's just kind of weird.
No, it's messing with your brains.
Not really.
Are you put off by it?
No, it's just annoying.
A slight change in torture. A small nuisance can grow into something
What, are you
more.
going to grow now?
No. I could. Do you want
Just get
me to
on with
grow?
it.
I just wanted to thank you.
You don't need your thanks.
That's true. Just, if you're going to call the herd more, I want to find out if the entire family can hold up to you.
Don't like that either.
You killed one of the strongest already. And he looks to Kapta. Elgoth was a true champion.
Oh.
He was strong.
Can I shoot him in the face again?
Go ahead.
Ah, I see. He's wearing his skin. That's unpleasant.
Yeah, see, now you understand the whole meat suit thing. Yeah, it's not a lot of fun.
You might want to get some
Oh,
kind
that
of
wasn't supposed to be
preservative for
him.
that before it starts to fall apart.
Don't worry, no matter what, you would have hit. Alright.
Tink.
We're just smacking this guy, going, "Go away!" We're throwing rocks at him, like, "Leave!"
Go away, or I shall taunt you a second time.
Does he look like super affected?
No.
Your father was a your
He
mother
doesn't
was
give a shit.
hound.
He's just like,
Like, every time you
Your
hit
father
him,
smelled of elderberry.
Good. I was suddenly worried that we would kill him, and then I would be too far away for the soul jump.
see, you hit him, and just... It's strange, every time you hit him, it's like the bolts aren't doing as much as they should.
we're just giving him ammo.
You're not wrong. These are like darts for him. He's strong enough to use crossbow bolts as darts.
It's
Mm.
crazy.
What?
So do you have anything else you want, or are you just going to go away now?
Well, I want to know, are you going to try and kill off the rest of the Far Fury family?
I don't know. Are we going to try to do that?
It depends
no.
if they mess with us.
Just say
No?
no.
Okay. No, we are not. We don't really have plans to do that.
Is that a lie?
It's a
No.
lie.
Oh.
I mean, me, the player, and saying it's a lie, but the character is.
Bastilla believes it entirely.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that.
If you
It
tell
kind of says
Bastilla
yes,
something,
and we're like,
she will-
yeah.
He's not
pretty much
speaking.
take it at word.
Also, you all should know, he's not speaking through his. He's talking with his mouth, but it's all going straight
It's
to your
in our
ears.
heads.
As if,
Bastilla's talking out loud anyway.
So
Yeah.
happy I have my ring.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I say no. We're not gonna.
1 second.
Quill points over at Cabda. If they attack us, then we will retaliate. But from all that we knew, it was just him.
Roll deception.
Yeah, what the lady said.
Deception? Oh, okay.
Oh, not
I
you,
didn't.
Quill. This is for Kabda.
Oh.
I'm lying.
You're lying to us,
Oh, okay.
sort of.
You're lying to us.
I'm lying to
Wait.
everybody.
He said,
I
So
want
we
him to go.
genuinely
Wait,
believe
what?
what you say. So
Okay.
do we contest with insight? Or
Yeah.
just,
I
I
mean,
trust Cabda.
depends on what the DM says, but conventionally,
you just barely passed.
oh my god.
I rolled a 3, if that makes you feel any worse.
Oh
Jeez.
lord.
my goodness.
See, gods have really high modifiers, you know?
God.
They tend to.
Rolled a 3, just barely passed. Holy shit.
Or, yeah,
Oh my
like,
gosh.
I have plus 17 to insight.
Oh yeah.
Torog, the god of torture, everybody. He's, and also
The
he
god of torture and figuring out your shit.
Yeah, like, torture requires to know information, to know if you're lying. Because if you torture someone, you want to learn something about them. Want to make sure they're not lying, you
That's
know?
fair.
That's why he knows where every single one of you are, because he rolled a very high perception.
I mean, it's not fair, but understandable.
Not
Have
fair,
good day.
it's a god. He has the
Yeah.
right.
Or, well, more like torture is unfair, but yeah.
Eh, you say unfair, I say, eh. It's pretty good, you know? Thumbs up.
Huh.
But, good to know. If you ever choose to, I'll welcome it. I won't assist you, sadly. And I will not tell them of your escapades.
Good.
If you ever choose to do it. I just want to see if the entire family will fall, or will you fall?
Don't really plan on falling, let me just say.
Ah,
I hope not.
I have really good balance, so I don't really see that kind of thing happening much.
Death.
I'll catch you, don't worry about it.
Oh,
I mean death.
thank you. Oh,
Like, will you die?
Well, I've
I
already
don't-
done that once, apparently, so I'm not planning on doing it again.
I won't let it happen again.
True.
Ah.
Death is never a preferred method of getting home, but just like, I wish you all a happy day then.
I don't want your happy day wishes.
Can only go up from here, let's be honest.
Ah, exactly.
Whoever comes into contact with a god is blessed.
Are you sure about that one?
It's not the god itself. It's more that I have an issue with that face.
He's kind of stinky.
I didn't
I didn't realize
didn't
gods could be so
appreciate
hideous.
him.
I'm the god of torture, baby.
Don't call her
Sorry.
baby.
Elvis.
You see Miss
He
Stilla just
runs right into an Elvis impersonation.
Miss Stilla just walks up, just glaring. Do not call her baby.
You all are babies.
No.
How old are you?
He says baby and she points at her own chest. She just
How old am I?
I
I'm
already have
28.
one.
I'm not
Thank
that
you.
young. I'm not that young.
I've been here since the first shattering.
So are we
Funny.
babies, or are you just a really old ass
I'm-
man?
I'm
think he's
really
really
old.
old.
You all know, actually, no, you don't. Every single one of you roll a history. Yes, history.
Yes, that's one of the things I'm good at. I think. Let me
Yay,
double
Bart.
check. Yes. Well, not great, but better than normal. Back.
-1, let's go.
Oh god.
Quill?
Yeah.
A nat 1 with a +5. Huh.
That's oof.
Yeah.
Quill?
Will, roll history. Will.
Like, Junior can't, because Junior has no memory. Alexander, though.
Well, roll history.
Oh shit. Roll 20,
Alexander.
please roll.
Nope.
Roll 20, please roll.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, we're dumb.
we all got really bad rolls.
Yeah,
Well, okay,
Alexander
listen.
rolled an 8.
We dumb.
I have
Listen,
an excuse. I just woke up like a month ago.
literally, I'm more concerned. My excuse is I'm more concerned about my friend than
Like-
remembering a book I read once.
Let me see. Does the horse know more than you?
I will cry.
Actually, yeah,
Yes.
the horse has 11.
Yeah,
Just like,
Oh my
okay.
god.
this dude has winked at us. This dude has winked in my general direction. He's called me baby. I don't like that.
He didn't call
I
you baby.
already
Such a
have a
girl
god,
person.
thank you.
Yeah, you all have no fucking clue what the shattering is.
Time to
Like-
look that up when we get to town.
I see everything that's not from then. Oh, baby.
Okay. I was about to make a joke, but then you continue your sentence and now the joke won't work.
See,
That's a
torture.
reassurance.
Slight, small inconveniences.
No, not inconvenience, but I'm just, I had an opportunity for a joke, it didn't happen. Oh well.
Yes. Just grins. Then
Stop that.
I can't smile.
Don't. No.
Why
You're
not?
not allowed to.
He
It's
sm-
creepy.
He smiles even more.
No.
I'm here to wish you adieu. If you have any questions for me, I'll gladly answer
No.
them. Oh, come on.
No.
What's bouncing around in your heads?
Music?
Do you want to know how?
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Spell iCup.
Spell what?
Never.
ICUP. No, spell ICUP. Spell ICUP.
I cup.
Ah.
It's like you have the I.
No, what are all the letters in the word?
I
ICUP.
cup.
Da.
I don't get it.
Spell it out loud. Say each letter out loud. It's a 4-letter word. ICUP.
Oh, I get it now. No.
Quill's like bumbling it to herself.
Oh, bummer.
Wait,
Ah.
wait. I do have one question for you. I do have
Yes.
one question. Have you ever heard of Updog?
We're not exactly
Yeah.
happy with
A
talking.
god of torture
So-
appears where you fucking updog him.
Just like stares at you, shaking his head.
You're a god. I'm sure you're really busy. You probably have somewhere to be.
Oh yes.
Quill's like peeking her head over the like the dirt wall, because he was saying something of questions. She's squinting at him. The little doll eyelids are like squinting, like half closed. She's squinting at it.
He stares at you. You just like your eyes pop up. Your eyes meet his, and they're just sunken, gray, piercing right in the center, the smallest speck of black, which is the most overpowering part about the eye. Just staring back at you. Do you not want to know how Hergoth is going? How he is doing? How Rolf is doing? It's hilarious, you know. He worships for many years, but dies in such a fashion.
I'm looking around at the rest of the party, like they recognize those names.
I don't think I've
I'll
ever
tell
heard
you-
them in my
I'll
life.
tell you- I'll tell you later.
Okie dokie.
Who?
He'll tell us later.
Mm.
I hopefully will see you all soon.
No.
Not soon. Maybe not the near future. And just like taps him.
Is it time for you to eat lunch? You should go. I don't want to keep you.
I don't eat.
You should. It's good for your body
Man,
and your brain. It gives you energy to do things that aren't so evil and bad and awful and poopy.
I don't think that body can process food anymore.
It cannot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, then you can eat it and it can rot inside you like a rotten personality.
Like tap, like that's good. I like that one. It's pretty funny, kid. You can say now that you made a god laugh.
I will say that, but won't say which one.
That's understandable.
Okay, now go away.
Easy enough. You see as he pulls the serrated blade, twirls it in his hands, he just puts it to his throat and just slices his throat.
Can I
open.
cutting words it? To make it.
Well, no,
What are you cutting words in?
go ahead and try, because he has a hell of a bonus. No. His bonus is a tad too high.
Sad.
You just missed.
He like tries to cut his like own head off or some shit, and Mestala just immediately goes wait,
Wait, hold
and
on.
it just cuts him off. He's like, what? Have you heard of Ligma?
Have you heard of the Ligma?
As the serrated blade just tears, and you can see as just the snick and the other, as there isn't blood, there's just a black ichor that just starts pouring as he finishes tearing pretty much half of his neck away at this point. And just a slight grin as the head folds back. Like, doing the, what's the one movie where just the neck folds back, where he just grabs it and puts it back in place? Is it Beetlejuice?
That's Parts of the Caribbean. When she spins the steering wheel and it knocks that guy's head back and he goes, can you put it back?
Yes. Pretty much does that. As the head's falling back, it winks to all of you.
I was thinking of Nearly Headless Nick.
I'll just stare back like I'm blinking.
And just as he pulls the blade up again, like, as you see pretty much only a tiny bit of neck as the head just is at his back, as he brings the blade down onto his open neck throat wound. Just then the body falls.
As soon as it hits the ground, I cast Shatter on it.
Meh. I'm Crowley's gonna look at that, hit the ground, look around at the others, and just I thought he was going to throw the head at us for a second.
That used to be a battle tactic back in the old days.
Still is, depending on the country.
Oh, I mean, my merc group didn't use it. What you do is if you're like one of those big castle guys and you got like a castle, and you get like prisoners, you cut their heads off and then you put them in the catapult and you throw them back at the people that the heads are from.
What a
And then
messed up
they're
version
like,
of
"Oh,
dodgeball.
no, oh god, that's Bob. That's Bob's head," and then it's like a big scare pack.
I think my Mayu did that one time.
You
It was
know,
a long time ago, but-
yeah.
Your mom's done
So,
a lot of things.
Yeah.
let's get back into town and I can tell you what's going on about this whole Far Fury thing.
Oh
Okie
yeah.
dokie. But yeah, my mom did a lot of crazy things. She once threw a goblin like really, really far. And somebody shot it out of the air. It was really cool.
Your mom sounds amazing.
Yeah, she was really... You should meet her one day. She's really cool.
That would be
Maybe-
a pleasure, man.
Maybe one day we can go to my home and we can go say hi to my ma and da.
Yeah, let's do that. That would be fun.
Oh, that would be pleasant. I'd like to see them again.
Yeah. They love Quill. Ma basically like adopted her.
Now that's cute.
Yeah.
As
Super... Also really tall.
as you all start to leave, you all see the body now. As it just
I cast Shatter on it, by the by.
I know. Like, it's in pieces
Cool.
as the skin literally melts. The more or less the inside start wreathing as the skin melts, as you see now leeches.
Ugh.
Leeches. You see a few rats crawl out. You see just
Ugh.
a variety of vermin.
I wish
Just-
I had speak with
Who
animals.
puts
so I could
rats
talk
in
to
their
them.
fucking torso?
It's just the special part whenever he dies.
He just unleashes the rats.
Rats,
Ah,
leeches.
I'm dead.
Like, and it's
Time for rat.
it's like a few thousand leeches
Holy
in there.
shit.
Like,
That's
it's
so many fucking leeches.
Ugh.
consider
Ugh.
it's a compressed body for a god. So
Oh.
think a lot of those leeches were squished. And just yeah, it wasn't that good.
They were more packed than businessmen in an elevator.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But you all pretty much get ready, and for the next few hours, head back into town.
Okie dokie. Mistilla the entire time is talking to Cabda, because Quill knows Mistilla's mom. Mistilla's telling Cabda about her mom and all the crazy shit she's done. Just so one time she went into a dungeon and there was like a dragon, and she just played this music and it laid down and it went to sleep. And then one other time she was in a town and a bunch of like gnolls attacked it, and it's just story after story after story, like fucking rapid fire.
It goes on.
After a
on,
while,
and
he's just like, oh yeah, well, that's pretty cool. Oh, I like that. Oh, very nice.
just nodding to everything. Like, yeah,
If we have to go see her at one point, we will have to go like on the other side of the big water, the ocean thing. It's a little bit far away, but if we're ever there, we can stop by and Ma will totally give us Ma will totally let us stay. And if not, there's an inn in town. It's really nice. I used to play music there a lot. A lot of people stop by there.
Oh, well, that's cool.
What were those names you were going to tell us about later?
No, yeah. So now that we're at a earshot of whatever that routing thing is now. So here's the story. So the story starts, I think, with Junie because she's older, because she's an elf, and so her thing was she was tortured and all this horrible stuff that I don't want to talk about happened to her.
That's fine.
And that guy we just killed, Roth Firefury, at his house, which is where his family is, which is where the rest of the Firefuries are, and they're all very bad people, probably.
Okay.
And so that's kind of why he was like, "Hey, are you gonna go kill the whole family?" I lied, and I probably want to go there,
Okie dokie.
but for my own reasons, which I will tell you now.
Okay. What are your own reasons that you're going to tell us now?
Yes, very discerning of you. So, my history is a little bit shorter. I was a merc, as you may or may not know. I'm a mercenary. I had my own mercenary group, and my whole thing is we went and we guarded caravans, and we guarded cities, and we were bodyguards, and we sometimes did like assassinate people and stuff. But they were never bad people, you know, or never good people. I'm sorry, never good people.
Oh.
So yeah,
Okay.
so we usually helped like the rich, people who owned cities, you know, the authority.
The rich are good people.
No, but they don't have us do things that are outright awful, you know,
Okay, okay.
because they have to worry about their name and everything. So
Right, of course.
so we were sent by this one governor to go kill this terrible warlord. And his name was Hargath the Terrible. And
Fitting name.
yeah, he was pretty horrible. All right, so
Sounds pretty terrible.
yeah, that's my experience. And he just kind of like runs a hand over his face, and he's like, "Yeah, well, we went to fight him, and we killed him. Eventually, I killed him, but he killed all of the people in my group."
You see, as you're telling
time.
this, Mistilla has her little notebook out, labeled "friend stories," and she's just writing stuff down.
Yeah. So I have a personal kind of thing against this guy because he basically killed all my friends, haha. And so I thought, when bad things, when you do these things, you go somewhere bad. Time in the afterlife. So I want to find his remains and send them to the lowest circle of the Nine Hells. So that's why I want to go to the house, is to find his remains and send them somewhere probably really awful.
But the problem is that the family is all there, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we probably will have to fight them if we go there to get the remains.
Okie dokie.
So, I mean, technically I wasn't lying, I guess, because the plan isn't to eliminate them. It's to get the remains, but...
If it ends up happening, it's happy coincidence.
Whoopsie daisy, we lied to a god, I guess.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, big whoopsie right there.
Ah. I have, and she pulls out like a big eraser that's like the size of her hand. I have a thing that says and she holds it up, it says for really big mistakes. Which is a joke. It's just a joke, but that's an actual thing that fucking exists.
Should've... Yeah, I have one that says oops on it.
My friend,
you should have thrown that at the guy, huh?
I want to get the oops one and fucking hurl it at someone's head.
My friend used to have that eraser when we used to Skype like every single day for an entire summer, and anytime I made a really bad pun, they would just flick their webcam, which would twirl behind their computer, point down, and there would just be the eraser there, and that's the only thing I would see. I'm just like, okay. And stay there for like 10 minutes, and then they put it back up. I'm like, okay.
That's how it is.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, we'll help you as best as we can. And, I mean, I'm good at, making people not fight sometimes. And, like, if we want to avoid conflict, maybe I could help. But
that's worth a shot.
Yeah. But, like,
I mean,
if they end up attacking because some of my things don't work, then, we're probably going to have to fight all of them.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I like fighting things, if we can just have them open the door and let us in and give us tea and give us the remains, that would be optimal.
Yeah.
Well, he said that we killed the most powerful.
One of the most powerful.
But
One
I mean,
of the most powerful.
That is pretty assuring. I'm worried that he was lying to us.
Yeah. He feels like he does that a lot.
I used to think gods never lied and were super cool, but I've met a surprising amount of gods in the past year, and oh boy.
It's the first
I don't know if I trust them anymore.
It's the first one I've ever met, and they kind of don't like it. Well, I think I'm the first one. I don't know. Maybe. I might have met a god at some point or another.
I mean, I don't know if the other ones were gods. They were just like... They were so powerful, they might as well have been gods.
Okay.
Well,
nothing as pleasant as Lady Tamora.
Oh, she's really good. I haven't met her, but from what Quill tells me, she's really, really, really good.
Yes.
I believe you.
Have you met her, Quill?
Not quite. But she protects the travelers, so she must be nice.
Yeah.
For all we know, you could end up meeting her someday.
Yeah, that would be really cool. She's a pretty lady.
Her eyes like flick open wide, and if they weren't made of glass, they'd be real sparkly. Just, you think so?
I've seen weird stuff happen. That wouldn't be all that weird.
If we met that guy, there's a very high chance that, Lady Tamora we could find her.
Oh my, I'm not sure what I would say if I met her.
You could give her a hug and say thank you.
Perhaps. She's like jittering now. You hear like a little rattling noise.
Hugs are always good. Hugs make a lot of people feel better.
Well, I mean,
if I wasn't grossed out by that guy, I might have given him a hug to maybe make him a little happier. Also, if he wasn't a piece of shit.
No, that's how you catch something.
I mean, do you ever pray? You could tell her what you tell her when you pray.
That too. You could tell her thank you when you pray. You do that every so often.
I do. I do very gently.
Oh.
Maybe you could ask. Maybe one day you could ask
Fingers
to
are
meet her.
fidgeting.
You could ask her one day if you want to, if you could meet her like in person. But she's like, from what you've told me, she's really nice. So maybe she'll let you. So maybe yeah.
Perhaps.
Worse there, but you know, it's
I
kind of
feel I must have myself together quite likely before I encounter my god.
I'm sure she loves you for who you are. I mean, she wouldn't like be helping you if she didn't.
Of course. Hmm.
Just
We-
the hugs Quill, just like yay.
Y'all are
Bastilla
good
gets
eggs.
gets jittered as Quill is jittered.
Quill's vibrating, Bastilla just
Like a
"Hey,
phone
friend."
on the table.
Yeah, and then Bastilla hugs and she's like ah.
Like when she puts her, like her head's bumping, like when you put your head on the fucking bus window.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or like when you get those things from the restaurants that vibrate when your
Oh
food's
my
ready.
God.
Or
Oh,
on the
yeah.
table.
Bastilla's horn is just up against her shoulder, and it's ever so like ting 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 ting. What are we going to do now? Where are we going now?
Well, I had a few ideas, but does anyone else want to do anything first?
Not really. Oh wait, there was that thing that he mentioned, and I'm a little bit curious because I do know history stuff, but I had no idea what he was talking about. So I kind of want to see
Yeah.
the shattering, which is something I do. I can cast shatter, but I don't think that's what he's talking about. But he mentioned that, and it didn't ring a bell. So I want to go to the library if there is one, and maybe see if I can find something about that.
That was actually one of the things I was going to say, so good call there. The second thing was we should go to some stables and then Quill can pick out our next horse so that Parsnip has one.
You can pick out the horsey.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the plan.
Do we want to go library first and then horse, or horse and then library?
Yeah, let's do the horse last, just so we don't have to put him in a stable right after we buy him.
Okie dokie. Library first. To
Okay.
the library if it exists where we are.
As you search around and ask around, do you ask around?
Of course I do.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
There is no library in this town.
Oh.
If you
We
want
can go to
to,
a town where there's a library.
if they tell you there are libraries, in the Ironhold and Ironwater, mainly larger cities have them.
Okay, that's
it's
really far away.
It's known that Blackport has a fairly large city. Any major city, as said before, that have the Mages Guild. Like, they have libraries for such things.
Okie dokie. Hmm.
Like,
Those are really far away, though.
Huh. Well, Blackwater isn't, or Blackport isn't that
But
far
we have
away.
to go across the water.
Do you not like going across water?
No, I don't know. I don't know how Quill is with water. She is kind of made of like ting ting, ting ting ting. And so I don't know, but I mean it's up to her. We've been on boats every so often, but not all that much.
Well, I mean,
Well,
also,
well, we
you
traveled
don't
here
really
on a
go
ship.
in the water when you're on a boat.
Oh, that's true.
And we saw that thing that swam underneath us.
Oh yeah. Oh, it also, if we go to Blackport, we're actually a lot closer to my home. It's do we have a map with us of the world?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on the.
Well, I mean
on the
just like in
Roll20.
character, do we have a map of
Yeah, I think
like
we all
the
have
landmasses?
maps.
Yes.
So Mistilla just kind of takes out her map and goes, so if we go to Blackport over here, and then my home, and she's just looking around, it's right here, and she's just pointing to the spot right here. So if we want to go there, we can after we go to Blackport.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with that. I don't think we're on a timeline.
Okie dokie.
Well,
And
I
I was
mean, we
directed
have a
over
goal,
to
but-
Numero.
Oh yeah, we could go there too.
Yeah. I think we discovered that by Numro, kind of to the the east.
Mm-hmm.
There is something that we could go exploring at. So maybe we could go there, and maybe we'll find some cool stuff that'll help us fight the Far Furies.
That is even better idea. I love this plan. Let's do it.
Right, team.
Okay, so now we got to figure out how to get to Blackport.
We could go buy a boat. Not buy it. But, like,
I was recommended to Blackport for repairs.
Really?
Oh yeah, you know we should do that.
Yes.
So okay, so on the list of things to do right now, number 1 is get to Blackport. That's number 1. 1A is get Quill repairs. Number 1B is find library to learn things. And then number 2 is get to Uralo, to see Manda, and catch up. And then number 3 is around Nemro, and we find stuff. Because I think Quill needs to go there as well. And also, we could find some things to help fight.
Yeah, that's the deal.
Okie dokie, let's go find the boat.
Horse first, right?
Right, horse. Okay, horse first, then boat, then Blackport, repairs, library, Uralo, Nemro. Got it.
Yeah.
Slides in. Are you sure about that? Because you're gonna bring the horse on a ship.
Oh shit.
I mean, that's what we did last time, though, isn't it? We
Yeah.
just kept him below decks.
You can just you're going to Blackport. You could just
You could just
purchase
get
a horse
there.
at like either Blackport or where Mastilla used to live, or
I'm not a man known for my intelligence.
Well, I
these
don't
are
think-
things that you would know because it's common sense. Like, I have to
Oh.
pay for these horses to be on this ship.
I, the player, am not a woman known for my intelligence.
Alrighty,
Okay, we'll do that later.
let's
Okay,
go find.
okay.
Let's go find the docks. Where are the docks?
That's-
I'm going.
You know where they are because you arrived on the docks just mere days ago.
Oh yeah.
So once you get there, there are a few ships, and for some people, as in Kabta mainly, you have seen some of these ships before. You can tell, oh yeah, these are Sanguine ships. Like, they have the black, like, wood. You see some of them are more hefty than the others, and you can figure out, like, alright, this is that, from the ironwood. This is ironwood. It's pretty much wood that's as hard as iron. Like, it's hard as hell to find, and it's hard as hell to mine and chop down, because you have to do both with the ironwood
Oh, dang.
trees, because they're just a nuisance, but they're tough as rocks. They're great. Like, you see a few ships, but then you also see some non-Sanguine ships in the distance.
Can I go by and knock on one as I'm walking by just to see how they feel?
You knock on some of them. Like, some sailors just pay you no mind. Some look at you and just, like, the fuck you doing? But I really don't care. Like, kinda look at you all. Just, they all seem sturdy. Like, the ironwood ship that you, like, feels like iron as you knock on it. It feels like wood, but it has the feel of iron along with it. It's strange, but pretty cool.
Alright. Well, alright. We'll look for, like, a harbor master or something.
Yeah.
To buy.
As you search around, you're able to find a smaller building with a pudgier dwarf just sitting there like, oh, and he just sets up, like, dusts some crumbs off. It's because you see he was, like, in the middle of eating, like, a sandwich. Just like, how can I assist you all today?
There's our agenda.
There's our agenda. The gay agenda. Oh, I love Mastilla's little thing written down. We require a ship.
A ship. Alrighty. Are you purchasing a ship? Are you hiring a ship?
We just want to buy passage on a ship to Blackport.
Ah, that can be done, to my knowledge. 2 of the Sanguine ships are heading to Blackport in varying days. When do you want to go?
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible. Alright. To my knowledge, one is leaving today. You're very lucky. He just like taps around, just looking to find out which ship and how much they're willing to sell for. Just like tap, tap, tap. To my knowledge, they are willing to, there it is, to sail for a small sum, about 10 gold pieces each. And for your horse, it'll be 5.
Yeah, no worries there.
If you have a horse. I don't know this, but sorry, I'm omnipotent. I am a mystic with the seer traits.
Alright, well, I think we can fork that over.
Alrighty. That will... Alexander pulls out 10 gold, like, I'll cover mine. Y'all don't need to worry about that. He looks at him like, he tries to bend it, like, okay. Because you all see it, different faces. It's more elven in nature. It's like, okay. It's like, that works. Well, if you just pay 10 gold,
Okie dokie.
I'll take stuff from Junior.
I need to do a count and I need to double check a thing really quickly. That is 25 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
I think that's all we need. What do you guys
I
think?
I think that's. Oh, thank you.
Thank you for the business. And he
Yeah,
points to the Ironwood ship. Like, that's the ship you'll be taking. You can just go ahead on there, introduce yourself to the captain, tell him that you're all good to go.
Alright, sounds like a deal. What's your name, by the way?
Mine is Athiel,
Alright, it's a pleasure, and I'll shake his hand.
and he shakes yours.
I'm using this infernal translator thing, and the name, it's basically really in reality just switches letters around. But the names, the way that it translates mother and father are honestly the most fucking adorable thing I've ever seen. This is mother,
Oh,
and this is father. Asmir and Noismir.
That's so cute.
it's adorable.
So that being case, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
So-
19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Before Mastilla gets on the ship, she wants to really quickly cast Sending.
Oh, okay.
Because I have that. And I am casting it, and I am sending a message to my Pasmir. And I counted it out. It is exactly 25 words.
All right.
So Mistilla just kind of stops and goes, I'll just copy it and paste it in the chat.
Okay.
Pasmir, it's Mastila. I'm going to be visiting with Quill and some new friends. We'll be there soon. I have to stop at Blackport for Quill. I love
Asmir,
her.
It's Mastilla. I'm going to be
Yeah,
visiting with Quill and some new friends. We'll be there soon. Have to stop in Blackport for Quill.
Now, how
Love.
does now this is to your mother, yes?
Yes.
How does your mother talk?
Oh, you
Oh,
know.
wait, Rin!
It's
You're
Mishala.
in a campaign with her.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Mishala is very deep, heavy Russian.
Big Russian.
Big Russian. Big, deep Russian.
Stalin style.
Yeah.
You know what? Zuckerblatt. All right.
There you go.
Oh,
Yes, but
Blit. God damn.
But-
It's of all
Yeah.
things, the Russian is not
yes,
my
Boris.
most used accent.
This is okay.
Okay. My Mastida. Because I can't really do the Russian accent without
It's
the male tones.
It's okay. Her voice is very deep,
You
so
got
it
to do
again
it.
fits.
I'm happy to hear that you're coming home. I wish you safe journey. Blackport is not the best. That's it. The best.
Blackport is not the best.
Blackboard does. Okay, dokie. Miss Miller is just going to like excitedly, like you know when someone's excited and they just start like flapping their fucking hands around.
Yeah.
That Miss Still is doing that right now, just like guys.
Yes.
My ma,
What's
my,
it?
I just talked to my ma because I have magic that can send spells and that send messages and stuff, and she said that she's excited to see us, and to also be a little careful because apparently Blackport is not the best, but not the best I don't know what. But she said that she's excited to see us. Oh my god, I'm so happy!
Well, that's pretty nifty. I have to write letters to my parents.
Oh yeah, watch this. And I'm gonna cast sending and just like hold on 1 second. And so she like runs around like a building or whatever, and then casts sending to Captain and says, "See, this is what I can do."
Oh, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, and she runs back over to the group. 2 third level spell slots down.
The best use of message ever.
Oh my god. I took this for a reason, and this was one of the reasons.
I love her.
I gotta get my fucking Russian down. Oh god.
Look at it this way: you don't have to do it for Kaitos. Kaitos is not
Yeah.
heavy Russian.
Sukablet.
There
That's
you
all.
go.
That's all I know from Stalker.
Listen to Life of Boris nonstop until the next.
I gotta replay Stalker. That's all I have to do. That and play Metro.
Oh yeah.
I'll be set.
Metra.
Run into daughter and two friends. Not a big surprise. She comes home often. Brings adventurers.
Brings so many people. Brings so many friends. Oh, wonderful! Duh.
What's
While
your
you're narrating in a Russian accent, like in last session, the
In last-
travelers were in them overlooked.
PlayStation? These cocks. They're just being tools. It's dumb. I feel sorry.
It's okay.
Blackport
Oh,
is
Lord.
not good. End message.
Blackboard is not best.
It's how it be.
I was counting and like I fucked up my counting. It was like
Oh,
your mother would know how many words did a message spell,
exactly. Yeah.
and they were counting and they miscounted. It was like best.
It
they,
happens.
they were
It's
gonna
not best. It cuts off.
best. Oh shit!
Oh shit. There's 2 more words gone. Like, oh well, fuck. Okay.
Damn it! Whoops. What does your father sound like? Also,
Mistilla's father is more along the lines of Mistilla's voice. it's sort of like Eastern European-esque, so similar to Mistilla's. She gets her accent more from her father than her mother.
Okay.
So like male jester.
Yeah, pretty much like just a deeper tone jester.
I gotta watch a lot of shit so I can get these accents
Making you
down.
do your homework.
Oh god. At least I'll get some accent. I could do Kermit the Frog. Does any of them sound like Kermit the Frog?
Mistilla's childhood friend sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog. I'm here. Ah, Mistilla. I'm here to assist. I've
God.
learned how to
Oh my
beatbox.
goodness.
It is so
Hope I don't
awesome.
get murdered by a god of torture.
Don't give him ideas. No.
Hey!
Oh, don't worry. I've had the idea for a while.
Oh no.
You see, you give me your families, and I have so many things I can do.
I know. That's one of the
I'm just
reasons
letting
why
you
I
make the
leave.
family so you can just hit me with trauma that I didn't even know I had.
Mhm.
Yep. That's one of the reasons why I leave Mistilla's backstory so very open ended. Is that you can just do whatever the fuck you want with it. Like
worry.
everything's happy until
See, the one thing is you put your place, your home, in a very safe place. If it was in the Uglan Empire, it would be the most safe. But you're in the Silverbreak, which is pretty safe. Wait, no, you're in Astrago. But still, they're actually nice with laws. I'm trying to like remember all the shit that goes down in Astrago. At least you're not in any other country that is on the coast. So yeah, you won't get raided by any Astrago ships.
woo.
Like, because you're part of Astrago. Thumbs up. So yeah, you're good.
Ooh.
A-okay.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
But-
Thumbs up.
As you all get ready to board the ship, as you do, you all would, anyone with a sea knowledge would know this is a brig.
Ooh.
This is just a hefty ship, more or less meant for ramming other ships. And just as you just come aboard, you see a multitude of different races. All of you know the Sanguine Conclave to be a fairly inclusive. They don't really care what your race is, kind of deal. Like, oh, you're sentient? Come on in. Like, ugh, you seem pretty chill. Just don't fuck with us, and we won't break you.
Yeah, breaking is bad.
Very much so. No, Kabda, you didn't watch the arena fight, did you? Like,
No.
first few sessions, the arena fight, like, between the king of the Sanguine Conclave and, like, 20 other people.
Oh, dang.
You weren't there. You would have heard about it, because Nox went there, and he fought in it. Like, he lost. Terribly. But, he fought against the king along with 20 other people. Half of them died. Other half didn't. But it was more or less like a family fun arena.
Hmm.
It's like executions in old times. Everyone got there to watch. Everyone. They loved it. But, yeah. You would know of such things. But also, big thing. Are you all traveling to Blackport itself, or traveling to one of the coastal cities?
We were recommended, I think, to Blackport specifically.
Yeah.
I think for clothes repairs.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, yeah.
so then
Or you can go to one of the coastal cities and then travel on foot to Blackport. It's just one of the few things. It's up to you. Small little details.
I think we're just going straight there, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, this works for me.
We're going straight there.
What was that?
I said if we're going straight there, it works.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, it'll take you about 20 days to get to Blackport.
Okie dokie.
Brig isn't the fastest, but it's the most sturdy.
Mastilla has absolutely spent the majority of this time up on the top of the deck, playing music for everybody to keep their spirits up.
All right.
I'll roll performance really quickly. Hold on. Flute combo. Bap. Not the greatest of performances, but I'm not used to playing on ships.
I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance along.
You
I
know, the
will
sailors
learn
are
to
like, you
dance
got a
someday."
song about wenches, and you're like, no. And they're like, you got a song about ale, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
There's a song about apple juice and respecting women.
I'm not good at dancing. I'm like trying to learn.
It's okay. I'm rolling really, really bad today.
Alexander will dance with you, Quill. He's not good at dancing
Good.
either. He rolled a 7.
Oh,
They're just kind of
They're
flopping
both
around.
a mess.
Yep. Like, oh yeah, I know that dance. One of the sailors. That's the fish. Yeah.
I think my reasoning for Mistilla not being as good as she normally is, it's because she's not used to sea shanties and stuff. So whenever like they start singing their fucking shanties and shit, it's like she's got to like kind of pick up on it as it goes. Also, she's not used to playing on a boat.
They have a few bards on deck, and like you slowly learn from them. Like we could say that you learn a shanty. Like it's like, oh yeah, I could do this. Yeah, like them just playing it with the crew, just keeping the jovial life, because it takes fucking 20 days.
Yep.
I have to check something.
See, I have a pirates playlist that I'm currently flipping through.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, who wants to roll a D100? This is gonna be for the first 5 days, so you'll be rolling 4 of these, but it depends on what you get. That's why we're just gonna roll one first. We'll have everyone roll, but
D100.
so day 1 is a 55. Or
And 80.
Alright, so 55, 70, 80, and Alexander's gonna roll 79. Alright. So the first few days of travel go on nicely. As you start to see anyone above deck would see just a pod of dolphins. It's like swimming alongside the ship. It's like some of the like crewmates are like, yeah. Like some of them like grab a fish, toss it to them. Like one of them just hops up, grabs it, just like yeah. Some they're all
Grab
just,
the fucking dolphin.
no no he tosses a fish and the dolphin like hops up out of the water, grabs it. And just like, yeah, a dolphin hops up. It's just a
Free
sailor.
dolphin.
He just grabs it by the mouth and like, you're coming with me. Fuck.
This is my dolphin now.
All right. Damn, Jimmy.
Oh, Quill. Oh, she's like leaning over the railing and she sees the guy throw a fish, and she like reaches down like, can I have one of those? So hold it on.
Quill, no, they have to stay in the water. They can't go out of the water.
No, the fish.
Oh, okay.
Can I? She's like pointing at the sailor. She's like, the little rattly jittery.
And it's like some of the sailors just bring a few fish and just hand them out. Like it's just pretty fun as they just toss it and it's like, yeah.
She leans all like she leans probably a bit too far over the. It's like there's like a creek. She's sort of like teetering a little bit and like holds the fish out.
For you, Mastilla, you see this as she's leaning. You see just Alexander behind her, Just like getting ready, just in case.
Just in case.
Just a grab. It's like, oh, don't fall. Please don't. But
I love him.
just seen that fucking gif. Yeah, Sailor just like grabs it. Oh no, it's fucking mine.
This is mine now.
Uh,
You guys want a free dolphin?
And
As-
Cap is gonna watch. but-
Animal handling speed run.
Alright. As all this goes down, like, everyone's feeding the fish, or feeding the dolphins. As Quill, since you're, like, right beside, like, actually leaning in to see it, you just see something black under the dolphins just rise up out of the water, and you see a fucking shark just grab a fucking dolphin and just, like, back in the water as the dolphins disperse.
Holy
Oh
shit.
god, these dolphins. You know the dolphins beat the shit out of sharks on the regular? This poor thing is gonna get mobbed.
You just see the dolphins just swim away. It's like this shark grabbed like 2 dolphins in one.
Oh,
It's like it's
that's a big boy.
a massive
Oh.
motherfucking shark.
So we're not
My-
talking we're not talking nurse shark. We're talking like megalodon shark.
Oh,
Not really megalodon. Consider
this is
you
why
you have dire bears.
So it's like a
Dire
dire
shark!
shark.
Dire
Yeah.
shark! I want to fucking.
Dude, once my boyfriend
shark.
made a character that was like a werewolf, except it was a sea elf that turned into a shark. It was really cool. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah,
where's that?
same concept. Were shark.
Bear shark.
Were
Oh,
shark. We fought one of those in Cephas.
That's pretty cool.
It bit our warlock. He's turning into a were shark.
I put all of the songs that Mastilla has learned in the chat.
Good. Also, that's such a cool fucking thing. I love that shark. Quill doesn't quite like the shark though.
Yeah, you're like, oh my god.
You're from Australia. You know all about the sharks.
Dolphins just get fucking snatched up, and Quill like she stops the teetering. She like grips onto the railing, and then just goes, ah.
You might want to
I
move
see.
away from the railing.
I didn't know there were things that big in the ocean. Well, I knew about whales, but I didn't know there were like
Yeah.
carnivores.
You see that like
It's crazy.
well, you know the dire captains. They killed a kraken.
Whoa.
You know this, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There was that
But,
thing that
like-
was under our boat before.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so krakens exist, but I thought like no one sees krakens. It's like seeing a dragon in the ocean, right?
Mhm.
You've never seen
What?
a kraken?
I didn't realize there were like regular creatures that were like big and horrible.
Oh, okay, yes. There are larger sharks out there. There's whales out there that eat other sharks. It's pretty
It's-
crazy.
Whoa.
It's nuts.
Dude, the ocean's wild. I should say it more often.
Oh yes, it's infinite, more or less.
That's why I hate the ocean so much. I'm terrified of this.
Oh yeah, me too. I
Like,
hate water.
I have Subnautica. I've
Oh,
played
Subnautica. I
maybe-
love that.
Ooh,
I played
I love
maybe
Subnautica.
20 minutes of it, and I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
it's a
gr-
fucking
I-
horror game for me.
I was raised in a port town, and I know how to sail and everything, and I've been on like a billion boats, and so I've got like a primal fear of deep dark water.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm in Subnautica, like this is great, and then I get down to like the lower depths, and I'm like, why can't I breathe anymore? Why is my chest seizing up?
Yeah, I can't.
The ocean's wild, man.
And I fucking started playing No Man's Sky again because I'm like I wanted to play because it was a really pretty game, and they added a fucking underwater stuff, and I'm like, okay, all right, sure, I guess we're playing that game
I
now.
love,
I hate the ocean.
I love deep ocean shit. Like Subnautica, I adore it. And it might be because I'm from an inland town. I never really got to see the ocean much. But now,
Oh yeah,
now
I'm on an
everybody
island. I'm on
go
a
to it.
fucking island.
I could go to the beach.
Yeah, I've almost drowned and stuff, and like, I've gone snorkeling and everything. So on one hand, I'm like, oh wow, this is beautiful and nice, and Subnautica is really realistic, and the ocean's great. On the other hand, I'm like,
Mm.
I'm
primal
not
fear.
that good at swimming. I have almost drowned multiple times, but that's not gonna stop my dumb little ass from running straight back into the ocean like, I'm here! Beach!
What else happens on the trip?
Well,
Yeah.
I
Wait,
might
the
have-
muffin. The shark.
yeah. Crackers in my mouth.
No.
Alright. As the next few days pass, a small storm rolls in.
Uh-oh.
Light rain, warm, fairly comfortable rain, as nothing major happens throughout that set of days. Then some shit hits the fan.
Make another performance check.
Yeah, go on.
Performance. Wowzers.
Oh.
It's pretty good. Like, a lot of people are singing along to it. Then the other bards on the ship get along with it. It's like slowly builds up. I'm like, yeah, sounds great.
Getting better at dancing too. I'm rolling really bad. Like today
Yeah,
has
you're on a
been
plus 11.
yeah, like the highest I think I've rolled today is the 21 on hit religion. And then everything else has been so low.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
There's a 2.
You're welcome. Rin cursed you in person.
There's a 2, there's a
He
3,
hexed you.
there's a 5. And the natural 1. Everything is ugh.
I cast Bestow Curse.
Oh damn it.
It's what
Secret
I do.
disadvantage on all of my charisma checks. How dare you?
I know, I'm terrible. But it's
I
what you gotta
know.
do.
Yeah.
So,
Your bard is a plus 11 of fucking something. Like, what? Anyway, continue.
Alexander dances with Uquill again. Doesn't do that much better. He
We're
has
learning.
he has
We're
an-
learning how to dance.
he has an 11 this time.
Hey!
We're
Just
learning how to dance.
yeah. It's like cute. Just like terrible dance moves. They're doing like the 70s while it's the 20s. Like it's really weird.
God.
Throughout the next few days on the ship, something happens.
Oh boy.
As you all are sailing, you see a larger ship. It's
Ooh.
it's more or
Oh.
less a man o' war, just with less cannons
Oh.
and more people. It's like a what's the name of it? What's the name of like vacation ships?
A cruise ship?
Cruise ship. Consider it a
Mhm.
cruise ship.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
it
it's
just
a little smaller, I think, but
sails close.
Sorry, yeah, much smaller.
You can see on the side of the ship a just bold purple pink, just beautiful colors. The seaside extravaganza.
Ooh.
As just a large ship. You could see people waving at you all.
I will wave back. I will wave right back.
I'm definitely waving back. All these people.
So many people. It's a really big ship too. Wow.
It's like,
Do you think they know us? We might be having a vacation.
Ooh.
and they're heading the opposite direction. At this point,
From where I am, can I see if I recognize anybody on the ship?
roll perception.
Okay, okay.
It's a rough one.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. I probably won't know anybody. Oh wow, there's a good roll when I need it, huh?
There you go. You take a peek. You might have seen like one face. Like it was over. Oh, okay. Someone's audio has went.
My mic decided to fuck up. I'm sorry. Did it cause hell?
No, it's okay.
It's
It
not
was
bad.
just
It's
it was just
windy.
wild.
Oh god.
It was just sudden like a lot of background noise.
There we go. I had you turned up to like 150.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
Turn you
Boom.
back down a little bit. So yeah, I recognize like one face or something.
Yeah, like I've seen you before, like a while ago.
I think that might I recognize like one person. It's a little bit hard to tell right now, but it was years ago, but she's just waving to them as they go by. That was really cool.
Like some of the crew are like nodding. Yes, it was a beaut.
Yeah. And the name of it was also purple. So that is it's good in my book then.
As the next few days go, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Oh no.
Because I'm pretty sure you all don't want to deal with that.
That's a scary thing to say.
Uh,
$10 says that one's going to be worse.
You know, you're not
Oh, God.
wrong.
Oh boy.
You know, I'm just gonna. Nothing happens. There we
Nothing
go.
happened.
Yeah, nothing happens.
There we go.
Actually, no. No, I'm gonna take that back.
Oh boy.
As,
Something happens.
as you all travel, you all like. It's been days since like something actually cool has happened. Like you've passed ships, but nothing
Yeah.
crazy. And you all just like Quill. You look down, just looking at the sea, and you just see a form again under the ship, slowly dragging itself along. You just
Is
like
it the same one we saw before?
yes.
Anyone who's not at the railing immediately sees Quill like lean right over the railing and then sit back sit back up and plunk on the deck and turn around and it's back.
Okay, I might have missed something, because I genuinely do not remember this.
We had a huge fucking thing trailing under the ship on the way to where we landed before. I
Don't
think
Remember
you
this.
were you got called away.
Oh, okay, that might have been,
Yeah, you got called away. But we had this huge thing under the ship, and everyone got concerned. And Quill leaned over and greeted it. And it was just we saw a fin come up.
Oh boy.
Well, I did. And she does the exact same thing she did before, where she leans right over the railing and goes, "Hello," before leaning back.
And also, you all should you should know that happened over here.
Yeah.
You are currently right here,
Well,
like, in that general area, getting ready to pass in between Blackwatch and the Watcher's Island. Just like as you scream out, "Hello!"
Hello. Very happily.
oh wait, we went like hold on, which? So wait, we went
We
like
went around.
so we went like hold up, we went like this.
That's your route.
Yeah.
Okay, dokie.
Yeah, so I greet the big thing we saw before, and then I plunk myself down beside the rail with my little legs. My legs sort of dangling through the little port, and I sit my head on my hands and I watch it as it travels under and beside the ship.
You see another fin, and just like woof, and it's closer now. Last time you could say like, "Ah, yeah, that was a distance away." Now it's pretty fucking close. It's about the size of
Big.
that shark that you seen, just the fin.
I'll
Just like,
turn to one of the sailors and I'll say, "Hey, do you know what that is?"
Can
Looks-
I do a history check to see if I have heard any stories about something like this?
yeah. And like one of the sailors like, no. He looks unnerved.
God damn it!
Oh, that's a little spooky.
What do you know what that is? No. Quill immediately turns around and goes, "It's a friend.
And Mastilla,
We saw it on the way down."
If you're sure it's not going to eat us, then I'm content, I guess.
Mastilla, you rack your mind about this, like, what the fuck is this? And you just don't know. Like, seafaring things were never your forte.
Yeah, despite living on a coastal town, you know.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, right?
It's like,
My interest was more music. But yeah, okay. I got nothing on it. I don't know. Asmir might have told me stories at some point, but I don't remember them. His stories weren't as exciting as Pasmir's.
She looks back again. Look, like I said, it's a friend.
Well, I mean, yeah, as long as it doesn't, you know, be mean to us, and yeah, it's friend.
as
I
if
wonder if he can talk.
you want to hop in and see.
Oh,
No, I sink right to the bottom. Shoom.
Come on.
God.
Anyone want to hop in the water? Anyone? Raise your hands.
Nope.
If all else fails, I can volunteer Junia. Junia's been
Oh.
here the entire time. She's just been quiet. Just
I can glance back. I can glance back because Camden didn't know what it was. But when we first saw it, and I remember that, so I look back. No one else knows it, so I look back to Alex and I go, "Do you know what it is?" As they wonder.
he thinks for a few moments. Like, wow, he's rolling terrible. Like, I don't know. It may be Fey in nature. Most Fey things grow big.
Well, we'll leave it alone. If it's not going to
Yes.
bother us, we won't bother it.
Yeah, I'm down
Yes.
for that.
As you
Got no reason to fight a giant tuna.
Yeah.
This is my big ocean friend.
Just you see every once in a while now, a fin just reaches up. You all see it now, and like,
Mhm.
oh motherfucker! It's as big as that motherfucking shark that you all seen. It just splashes
fin
back
is?
around. Yeah, just the fin,
Oh.
just like whoosh, because it
That's
covers
a fucking sea serpent.
it. It covers the ship. Like it just overshots the ship.
Yep.
Just like
Oh.
whoosh. Like every once in a while, if it does do that, like the ship moves. Like, oh, okay.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, it's not going to hurt us as long as it doesn't hurt us. We leave it alone. We sail together for a little bit.
Exactly. It traveled with us for a bit beforehand.
As the days go on, it only stays with you for about a day this time, and you know last time it stayed for about 3 days, to my knowledge. Don't hold me to it, but it just leaves.
I'm gonna be
slowly.
chattering at it very quietly every now and then, just a little like just a little like wondering or a little like so forth, back forth, you know.
Roll like roll animal handling.
Oh, not very good.
Okay, nothing happens. It doesn't like jump out, bite your head off, and just leave.
Gets a nat 20 and immediately becomes my friend.
You might have seen what it is if you got a net 20,
Ooh.
but as it just goes off back in the way it was, it's like you notice, like, oh, thank God, face comes across most of the sailors. It's like, oh God, that would have been bad.
That would have fucked us up. Gold just looks back, just I told you it was a friend.
I hope. Someone just staring.
She's got the little like this her version of a smile with the jaws that like click open a little bit.
As you all just slowly reach the canal, just the large-ish places, you will now see, well, mainly whenever you get like into this area, there are a hefty amount of ships. and they're large. Some brigs, mainly frigates. Every once in a while, you'll see a man of war, and their sails are black and red, and with a gold line stripe right through the middle. For people that know a little bit about the Sanguine Conclave, you would know this is pretty much the sails of the King's Fleet, which are just the guard ships. You would see them around the coasts of the Sanguine Conclave. They are not to be trifled with. As you finally reach Blackport, for the people that have never been here, it is a awe to see. It is a 4-layer city built on top. Think of that one city in Lord of the Rings that is just built on top of each other over and over and over and over. I think it's Gondor. I think it was Gondor. Yeah.
It's Gondor, yeah.
Oh yeah. It just has 4 layers though, and it's just built high, high, and high. It's like, it's beautiful. And one of the strangest parts about it are the ports. Because wherever there is coast here, and you can see, oh yeah, that's a few miles that way. That's a few miles that way. It's just ports. And there are ships everywhere. Leaving, going, like, at fast speeds, more or less breakneck in just such a small place. And some just slowly making their way out. And then there's quite a few finally making their way in. Some stopping, having to wait for a few moments, like you all have to. You have to wait for about an hour before a ship leaves, and you can finally make your way in.
We just chilling in the port for a bit.
More or less. You just like see.
It's like when you're in an airplane, you're waiting to land, and you just fly around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just all see, like, surprisingly, you all, except for Kabda, like, you've been here before. Everyone else, it's strange yet beautiful. And as you see, a multitude of high towers, about 50 feet tall, like every half mile. You're pretty much parked right next to one, as you see a multitude of cannons pointing straight out, waiting just in case someone tries to make a break for it. And you can see there's cannons pointed out at all the ships too. If, let's say, someone breaks the law and they want to try and get away on their ship, it ain't gonna happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Welcome back. We're in the port.
Yay!
It is, you all have got the Blackport.
Okie dokie. I'm going to send another sending to Pasmir really quickly. Give me a minute while I sort out.
Alright, Sukblet. Alright, Blet. Okay.
Blit.
Wait. Cheeky breaky. Eh.
Yes, Boris.
Vladimir Putin. Alright, now.
It's Vladimir.
Vladimir. It is time for your time to die. Okay. I rolled the animal handling. The bear rolls animal handling on the person. In Mother Russia, the bear handles you.
What did I come back to? I went to get some water and I come back to bears.
Yeah, don't worry about it. There are many bears here in Blackport.
In Mother Russia, bear animal handles you.
Yeah. You don't question this. This is Mother Russia. This is our ways.
Okay, here we go. Sending to Casimir.
Please read that out. I love her.
Casimir! It's me again. We just landed in Blackport. We have few errands here, then sail to Uralo. We'll see you soon. Love, Mastila.
No.
I love her.
Mastila.
Yes.
Okay. Are you happy that you have reached there safe? Please watch out for dire captains. Some mean big trouble. And I can't wait to see you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's 25 or that's 26. Don't hold me to it. We're going to say they're just so magic that I can fit 26 words in there.
She's such a big personality that you just cram that one extra word in there.
Yeah,
One was a
Yeah.
compound word.
yeah. Compound words. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so excited, you guys. Going some new places we've never been before. And then also home. It's going to be so good. It's going to be a lot of fun. Alrighty. So we are
I'm
in
excited.
the port. Yeah. In
Kabda,
the port.
you see some ships that you've seen before. One that you've been on before. It's like, I know that one. Just pointing at it.
Nice.
Alrighty. So we're out. We're anchored, right? We're
Yes.
okay. Okay. So we have 3 things to do here.
Yes.
Get a new horse. We look to see about Quill getting repairs, and we're also going to find a library to do a little bit of homework and research.
Yeah.
What do we want to do first? I think we want to do the horse last, right? We said that, so we don't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
but Quill gets to pick out the horse.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I already thought of a name.
What are you going to name them?
That's sweet.
Well, the others were Ginger and Cinnamon. So I wanted to call her Time.
Oh, that's really
Okay.
good. Time the horse. I love it.
Parsnip finally has a buddy.
Yeah.
Parsnip and Ginger and Time.
Yeah. Except rest in peace, Ginger.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Ginger.
Yeah, you could have
So-
like used resurrection.
We could have.
Oh, you could have
But-
reincarnate
have
your horse.
resurrection.
Reincarnate your
Incarnate the
horse.
horse and it comes back
She
as
turns
a
into
fucking
a
person.
centaur.
Yeah.
She turns into a centaur.
Oh my god.
She's like, nay. What
I
the
can
fuck?
speak now.
I have words. Nay.
Have words.
What do you all do here?
Ooh. I think if you need to look for the library, I think we should go for that first.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
I have waited long enough for these. I can wait another day.
Oh, I don't like making you wait though.
It's alright.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Inside check.
It's
13. Are you sure about that?
She's very somber about it. She's very she seems to be sure about this.
Okie dokie. But as soon as we get what we need, we're going to get your repairs.
Of course.
Let's go find us a library.
Oh, right.
It's library hours.
Library, yes.
All right.
All right.
I am definitely going to just be asking around, like, is there a library nearby? Excuse me, is
I'll
there a
see if I
library?
I'll see if I can find it.
Pardon
Alright.
me, miss, do you know if there's a library nearby?
All right. First,
Do you
Mr.
happen to know the location of a library?
Cannot.
Roll persuasion, Mr. Love.
Okie dokie.
There's
There's a good one!
Whoa.
Okay.
28.
You're able to like talk to a few guards and charm them enough to where like, well, what type of library are you looking for?
I'm just looking for one because I heard some word. I was doing research for one of my classes, and because part of the college and all that, and they mentioned something about like historical stuff and how
Say
like,
no more.
so,
You want the Mages Guild?
ooh, they have lots of history stuff.
Like they have the largest library. There's a few libraries. It's just, yeah.
Where is that one? Can we get into it
Well-
if we're not the mages?
You can. Now you have to have some friends in the Mages Guild, but they can get you in. We can write you a pass to get inside the walls.
That would be really good.
that would be great.
It's me and my friend and my other friend and my other friend.
Just like he like
More
nods his
people.
head. Okay, I can do this. He
Yay.
just like shakes his head a little bit as he just walks you towards the gatehouse. And, he takes a few steps. All right. So, do any of you know anyone inside of the Mages Guild? Because that will make it a lot easier.
So let me think.
Hmm. I could try deception. I could lie.
No, I
Wait,
don't.
like.
Slides in. Kabda knows someone.
I do.
Who gave you your ring?
Oh, he's in the Mages Guild? I
Yeah,
forgot about that. Was it Genesis or was it Lord Captain Boone?
both of them were in the well, Genesis is in the Mages Guild. Boone is Spellfleet.
Oh, okay, that's right. I forget which one gave the ring to me. Okay, I'll say, yeah, I know this guy named Genesis. I did a job for him.
Ooh.
And, like, one of their eyes just open up. Oh, okay. I will need to
Just
write.
ask him.
Yes, we'll need to write a letter. As he just takes out a small paper, writes like some words. You don't see what he writes because he hides that from you. Just like,
Yeah.
and just tears the paper as a plume of smoke builds from the paper and sends straight inside of the city.
That is so cool. What was that?
It is a page of sending.
Oh,
It's like
Get one of those.
It's like the sending spell, just infinite. Like you can fill up the entire page and tear it, and it flies off to whoever you want it to.
that is so cool. Where can you get one of those?
The Mages Guild.
Oh,
We should do
boy.
some shopping.
Yeah. That sounds really cool.
They
Save
are-
so much gold sending letters to my parents.
I don't have to do spell slots for that. Well, I mean, depending on how much I get. But
They are a little pricey. The city covers for us, but
how much are they usually?
10 gold each.
Oh, that's fine.
Unless you're a member of the Mages Guild, then that changes things.
Of course.
But after about 5 minutes, a letter returns back to them. It just like flips it, like reads it. Okay. He just like rolls it up, seals it, and just hands it to Kabda.
And I'll shake his hand and say thanks very much.
You're welcome. You're the one that has the permission, so they're in your charge.
I'll
Promise
keep
I
him in
won't.
check.
I won't do anything bad.
I hope not.
I won't.
I
Thank you very
appreciate
much,
that.
Mr. Guard, sir. And I'm going to hug the guard.
He just pats your back.
Yay.
I'll do that like 2-finger salute and start walking.
Yeah.
And he does the same. Just now, You know exactly what it is, yes?
Yeah.
He points you towards the 4th layer. Just like that general area. I wish you all, luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And,
Alexander, say thank you.
Thank you.
Elbows Alexander.
Be nice.
like, thanks, my
There
good
you
man.
Hey, there you go.
He just does the pose.
He's trying.
Just like,
Like a
just like,
Alexander does the bisexual finger guns, and no one can convince me otherwise.
god.
But you're telling me other bi people do that too?
Yes. Yeah.
What? This changes everything.
I'm pan, and I do them as well.
Oh my god.
Either it's the finger guns or it's the accidental like the peace sign that pops up.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
I
Reflex-
do the peace signs so much. That's like my thing.
Same. Yeah.
Oh my god. Library time, let's go.
I'm very dead.
Okay, we'll go into the library.
alright.
Mastilla's like bouncing behind Kabza right now.
As you all make your way through the walls, it takes a few hours just to travel through. You see the change of architecture as you closer and closer to the center of the city, and you can see like, oh, as once you get past like the first wall, you can see just a giant citadel on the very tip of the city. Just like, oh fuck, all right, just nods head. Yeah.
You think that's the library?
No, right. Well,
No.
Perhaps.
Just a slight whisper in your head. No, it's not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
what are you waiting for? Let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Yes. Let's go.
You're the one who's in charge of us. You got to lead the way. You have the very important paper.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. I'll be very important then, and I'll walk up to the door and I'll go inside.
Well,
I straighten my back immediately and put on like an important air.
well, as you all like start reaching certain points, like once you pass the 4th wall and like people actively start searching you all, like, all right, can I see your papers, please? Guards in pretty much black and red armors, full plate, some halberds, a lot of them long swords, great axes, a variety of different races. You see tieflings, orcs, half-orcs. It's a menagerie of races, and it's like, wow.
This is really cool.
Just,
All right. I'll hold up the pass and show them that I can.
oh, right. Let me just reads it a little. Okay, so the Mages Guild then. You,
Yes, sir.
you took a wrong turn. This is the Citadel. If you want to come in, you can, because you have the writ of a dire captain. You can do that. But the Mages Guild is, and he points to a... It looks like a giant cathedral, but has the essence of the giant stained glass window in the center is the symbol of the Mages Guild. It's like, how did we miss it? It's like,
Did I hear the guy say something about Dire Captain?
yes.
Oh no. Oh boy. Okay.
All right.
Once we walk away and are out of earshot of them, I'm just gonna kind of, Kabda.
You would.
So when I was talking to Pavsmir, the mother, the last message that I sent, she said to be careful about the dire captains, and he said that we got something from a dire captain.
Yeah, the guy I got the note from.
Oh, why do we have to be careful about them?
They are very powerful, and they know some spooky people. I did a job for a dire captain once. I think if you don't cross them, you're fine, but I wouldn't play around with it just in case, you know.
If you put it in consideration of Fallout New Vegas, you are you are liked by Singwood Conclave. So like
Okay.
you have like those few like special things, that, like the special things that you can say to them. Like, all right, that's how you pass the skill checks, like that kind of deal.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure because Pasmir told me about the dire captains, and I just wanted to make sure that we weren't doing anything like bad.
Yeah, good call. Good job listening to your parents.
Yeah.
Michelle is very wise.
Mm-hmm.
She used to be a very well-traveled adventurer before us.
Yes. Before she settled down and picked up being a seamstress, she makes really good outfits.
Sounds like quite the one.
Quill does a little spin, like tugs on the little dress that she's wearing.
She still points at that, like, see?
No, that. It's very good.
Pasmir is very, very skilled.
As
She taught
you,
me a lot. No, go ahead.
oh no, you all can. Yako. Crazy typing.
That's me.
It's like a type.
But as you all travel,
What are you looking for? Oh.
Hmm?
I interrupted you, B.
Oh, shit.
Quill just curiously sort of peeks around. What are you looking for in specifics? To Mastella?
It's mostly like when we were talking to the guy, he mentioned something about the first shattering, and I'm kind of curious about that because it sounds like a really important thing, but I don't know anything about it.
Oh,
I can relate.
yeah.
Plus, I mean, going to libraries and new places is always fun, and you learn a whole lot of new stuff. Plus, they also have the paper there, and I really want to try that.
Dude, but what if
just
it
don't get
actually
lost.
isn't an important
Walk out,
event
wizard.
and he was just saying it like we should know it?
Mm.
Probably not.
See,
but
that's
Totally
the
the giggle the DM made.
that's the utter torture that he does. The long-term torture to where like you finally get here, like what's the shattering? What are you talking about? What's the shattering?
Well,
He just has a high enough deception to where you just bought it.
yeah.
It's like it's a completely fake event. He just like
Well, I mean,
God
either
of
way-
torture, God of being a massive dick.
yeah.
Either way, we did have to come here eventually, and we weren't doing anything, so,
No.
one of the bars got away.
Once you reach the Mages Guild, you all see you open the doors. There are a few mages like in the opening room to where like there's about 6 or so, and there's one standing behind a desk. They are tall. They are intimidating. As they reach maybe about 8 feet tall. As not I think maybe only Kobda would know what this is, because you've been to Astrago long enough to know what they are. And this is a Goliath.
My big boys.
It's just one look. Hello. How can I help you?
I'll let you do the talking, Miss Dilla, since you seem to be a bit more collegey.
Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of homework for my college, because they need me to do historical kind of songs and stories and stuff. And we were coming here to do a little bit of research. Is it okay if we come in and look around in the library?
Roll deception.
Okie dokie. Bap. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
I thought it wound up being higher than my fucking persuasion. Oh no, never mind. I'm looking at the numbers horribly wrong. I'm so tired. They look so similar. I'm like, is it the same number? No. The deception's higher. No, wait, hold on.
Don't worry, this poor motherfucker. He's not that smart. only way he'll beat that is if he rolls a natural 20, and still that doesn't really do anything. No, he's like, okay.
My
Just-
friend, my friend over there has the papers, and all that to let us in.
I'll hold him up.
like reads it, like he has to undo the seal.
Yeah.
That each time that it's been opened by a guard, they've re-sealed it. So it has a nice fine thick wax seal going on right now. So like he reads it like
I can't read.
he just deep stares at it for like a good minute.
Do you need some help reading that, friend?
No.
Okie dokie. I figured I'd offer to help.
Okay. He rolls it up. I am a little slow.
It's okay. Everybody
time.
reads at different paces.
It's like you all see now, like giving like within the minute, just actually staring at him, like he's a hefty person. He doesn't really look like the mage sort, mainly because he looks fucking strong. Like he's
Yeah.
he doesn't.
So are you a mage here? What do you do around here?
I am a mage here. I help. I watch the desk. I sell items to people that want items. I also, he thinks for a few minutes, or not a few minutes, like for a few moments, like I train real hard
Bet you do.
to get stuff.
What sort of stuff do you sell?
We have a lot of things. What are you looking for?
I saw somebody use like I think they called it a paper of sending or something like that. Do you have that?
Oh, and he like taps his hand, like yes. We
And they said it was like 10 gold for each paper, right? I think.
yes. How many are you looking to buy?
Can I get 5 of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he just reaches below, pulls out like a small bag, and just grabs 5 papers.
I will
From the
hand them
bag.
50 gold.
He takes it and he puts it in the bag. Just like puts it below the counter. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Turn around and look at the others. Anything? I think.
I think I'm set.
Capta?
Yeah, I'm all good, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we go in?
Yes, but
Yay.
for who is Kabada?
That's me.
That's him.
You
My name.
are requested to see the Archmage.
What?
That sounds like a big title. Important.
Oh
Am I
my.
in trouble?
No, he says it here in the letter.
Oh, well,
Like-
I didn't read the letter. I just thought I was supposed to show people.
He points it. He points it out like, yeah, he wants you to meet him.
Alright. Oh, well, you guys stay down here and look for your books, and I'll go up and see the Archmage.
Okie dokie.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
okay.
Wait.
Yes.
She well, no, not this is to Kabda. She hands a paper of sending to Kabda. It's like, if you need anything, just let us know, okay?
Yeah, appreciate it.
She'll hand one to Quill while she's at it. So
Oh,
you each have a
thank you.
paper of sending, which will go down to 3, and you have 1, and Kabda has 1.
Good to know. And I'll tuck it in my pocket.
Okay. And he like rolls up the paper again. And, like, okay, who wants it?
It's Kabda's paper, so
Yeah, I'll take that.
Just hands it to Kabda. Just like, okay.
thank you very much. What's your name?
Thanks, bud.
My name?
Yes.
My
Yes.
Vaham.
Can you type that out real quickly?
Vaham Storm Striker.
That's a very impressive name.
Thank you. I work hard to keep it strong. And you just see him, yeah, that's it.
Cool.
As you just see, as he puts his hands, like, about maybe 2 feet apart, and just, you see just bolts of lightning, just like, jolt from
That
both.
is so
like-
cool.
That's very impressive. I lean close and I peer at it and look up at the big smile on my face.
And you see he's smiling too. If y'all want a picture of him, you can go to the quotes in D&D, quotes, or game quotes. Just literally the guy right there. The elves upstairs. Like, that's the quote that stuck with him for Group 2, because Group 2's ran into this guy.
Oh, I love him. The elves upstairs.
The elves upstairs. That's what won Group 2 to this guy.
Alright, well, where can I find the Archmage?
He says you've been here before. You just have to go up the stairs.
Oh, same place. Okay.
Yes, we can send someone with you.
Nah, I can find it, no worries.
Okay. Then
We will go looking through the books. We got research to do, Quill. Come on.
This is when Gorax was walking really slow, so we cast Levitate on him and made him hold a rope so he was like a balloon.
you
I'm
actually see-
skip after Mestala and you just hear clunk, 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 clunk.
Yeah.
And also for you, Quill, you would have seen like at least 2 or 3 Warforged here. Like, you're just actually looking around like, oh my god. Bro,
She would have been absolutely overjoyed.
just
Really
She
cool.
probably buzzed back and forth from each one and like talking to the ones that wanted to talk.
one of
Just
them
Excited baby.
yeah, one of them was a dick and just like, no, I don't.
Oh.
But the other 2 were willing to speak with you a little bit. Like,
Oh, blessed. She may or may not, if they are nice and receptive enough, just casually leave a little just casually leave a little message with Beta.
okay, so you can try to do that. Alright, roll persuasion.
Okay. She's mostly just being very friendly and just, they have these friends. Oh, she got a nat one.
Okay.
It just seems like she's talking about a friend. She's trying
Yeah. Like, they nod along, like, yeah.
We know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, he's talked to us.
Okay. It's pretty, like, you don't recruit any allies.
Nat one. I do not recruit anyone, but I do get to meet other boyfriends, and she's so happy.
And these guys are, like, open Warforged. Like, you can see, like, oh yeah, these are, like, maybe some older models. Like, they don't have really human features. They're, like, if you look up a picture of Warforged, they're that picture. They're just, like, rough. Built. Like, probably built for manual labor or soldier work. But stuff like that. So who wants to go first? Kabda or the rest of the group, more or less?
I'm fine with Gabda going first, because
Yeah,
Gabda has
yeah.
to talk to some of the important.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, I'll do that.
If you're going to talk to the Archmage.
Alright, I will go.
As you start heading there, you start going up the stairs. It comes back to you. It's been months. Like, maybe close,
God, Jesus
near
Christ.
close to a year
I'm sorry,
now
I'll turn my thing down.
that since you've actually spoke with the Archmage, dealings with him, it's been a while. As you finally get to the top door, and just the door's closed, what do you do?
Is he there?
The door is closed. Like you finally got to the very top.
Gotcha.
Like,
I'll knock on the door.
and you'll hear just, who is it?
It's Cabda. I think you asked to see me.
Ah, like, you just hear a lock just as the door finally opens. As you just see him sitting at his desk. And just, welcome. It's been a
What's
while.
up? Yeah, it's been a long time.
Indeed. So,
What can I do for you, my man?
I've been hearing you've been busy going to a
Could say
few
that.
places, and he just like smiles. The Silent Forest. Deadly.
That was exciting.
It's a very deadly place.
Yeah.
And also killing off a Far Fury.
Oh, you heard about that, did you?
Oh yes. News travels. Whenever the body of a Far Fury is, well, not found, we kinda search around for it. Far Furies are never on the top of our list, but we deal with them. Not for slaves, but for information. They're good for
Not
that.
really.
Come to find out, Roth Farfury passed away. And the news to his parents weren't that unknown. It was as if they already knew he was dead. Whenever we found
Yeah,
out.
it's always like that.
Yes. So, gotta congratulate you on that. From what I remember, Roth was one of the more prodigy-like. So, congrats. And he just claps his hand twice. Good job.
Yeah, well, it was a team effort.
Yes, how is everyone? It's been a while.
Good. Dropped some of the dead weight. Got some new partners.
Ooh,
You know how it is. Mercenary business, everything's flat.
that is very true. Who are your newest compatriots?
You're telling me you don't know already?
No. I don't know everything. I try to, but not everything.
Yeah, I guess. I got this bard. Name is Stilla. And we got this big construct lady named Quill. She's pretty cool.
We're forged. That's good. They're strong.
Yeah. She's got this wig. It's pretty really
How is Nox? Is he with you still, or
I'm not really sure what that guy's up to. He went off and did his.
he just left you?
Yeah, he was like that. He seemed to be going to his own, dancing to his own tune. All
Huh.
something about wanting to go see his sister. I think.
Oh. Well, that's not good. I feel sorry for you. Just like also feel sorry for him.
I don't know what's going on with those guys. That's a weird family.
He like nods his head. You're not wrong. You're really
But
not
if my
wrong.
dad animated corpses, I'd probably also be messed up. So that's fair.
You're still not wrong. And as he just gets up and like, so I do have a small job for you if you're willing.
Alright, is this one gonna result in me meeting a sentient weapon?
No, that's a one-time deal.
Alright.
Unless you want to find more.
More than I can handle.
If you really want to find more, I can do that. I can probably find
Nah,
some.
hard.
Alright, well. Sad. It's like, he just looks around. What do you know about some of the more noble houses in the Uglan Empire?
Well, not that much about them. I mean, I mostly operated way farther north than that, so I can't say I know a lot about them. Maybe I've interacted with some and I just didn't know.
That's good to know. Do they know about you?
They might. What's it to you?
Well, the job takes place in the Uglan Empire. I just want to know if you have a good standing with them, bad standing.
I'd say I've yet to make a standing.
That's good to know. Well, what jobs are you willing to take nowadays, or are you taking any at all?
Yeah, I'm willing to take some jobs. See, before all this happened, I thought they were just jobs. But now I have realized that there are jobs, and then there's like that whole sword business. That stuff gets pretty intense.
Yes.
But if it's just a job, I can do that.
Well, I would need, like, taps assistance in dealing with a small problem.
Details, man.
A person.
That's what people always mean when they say problems these days.
Most of
What
the
kind
time.
of person are we talking about? On a scale of 1 to reanimated god body.
He's not a reanimated god body, if that makes you feel any better.
Not a fan of those.
They are just a pain in the ass noble house that have been giving, well, not just me, a few others trouble, and some of them reached out to me for a little assistance. If it was up to me, I would send a small contingent of undead in there and just kill them, but I can't do that because that's against the law. So
Yeah, those damn laws. As you probably know, I'm not a hitman. The reason I get paid for things is because I'm imposing and professional.
yes,
And also I can kill things. So what do you want me to do here that's not a straight up assassination?
well, like, rubs his chin. Do you want to consider it assassination?
I mean, I'm just going in indiscriminately wiping them out, right?
Maybe.
The other thing is is it like a lord and a lady? How many people are we talking about here?
Just a lord.
Just a lord. Oh, that's a lot easier. And what is this guy's history of interference with you that I should worry about? Like, is he gonna have a big castle full of skeletons, or what are the kind of warnings I got?
No, that's me. I have the big castle of skeletons. But I
Lowering the real estate value.
not really. It depends on who you're selling it to.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whenever it comes down to this person, he's been nagging on me, a few of the other archmages, and, well, getting rid of him will make things easier for a small... I'm trying to think of the words for it. A small... not attack, it's not really an attack. Like, terror? No, it's not terror. A spook. There you go. A spook.
Ah, right. Well, this sounds fair within my boundaries of employment. I'll take the job.
Wonderful. Same pay as last time. Less things to kill, just a single man. No intelligent swords involved, to our knowledge.
All right. Well, I can accept.
So, and he just walks over to a small world map, and he points to the city of Tali. In this city, many years ago, shit happened. Your friend took a beating. He's one of the few people that actually want this man dead. He's a descendant, you see, but descendants go on, and the pain in the ass continues. In this, since your friend fell here, we would just like to, get rid of him. Simple, he's in there. I can, work up a file for you.
Yeah, like a name and everything would be.
Name, family, and we might, I can't promise it, but the possibility of sending him out, might be able to kill him on the road. If you get lucky.
Well.
But no promises there. Are you still willing? Yes?
The deal.
Alright. And he just goes around to his desk, pulls out a small contract. We already had it written up just in case you said yes. And he
Well, that's how it always is.
oh yes. Always be prepared. We also have the Black Marks contract here if you did not want to.
I mean, better than some people. Some employers give you the job, and then if you say no, they're like, "Oh, well, now I have to kill you," and that's always.
We would never do that. That's just rude.
Yeah, you're immaculate professionals, I can tell.
Yes. And as he brings out the contract, and I'm guessing you would read it.
Yeah, he always reads it.
And adds the same. Upon completion, 1,000 gold pieces. If further things are done, you can see like small optional tasks. It's like side quests, yeah. Like these are small, like as you start reading them, they're small things that you don't need to do. We would like you to do them, but you don't need to. As you read, like weaken outer walls, burn supply shipments. Just small, like, this isn't a good thing to do. But like, it is. They might not be what you might want to do, but they pay even more. 500 gold each per each thing done.
That is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Well, I'll keep that. There's nothing like poop on his desk.
No, you see that they're like, these are like things that you do if you want to like screw up a city. Like, burn their supply lines. Okay. Burn their supply caches. Oh, okay.
Alrighty then.
Destroy their outer walls slightly. Like, things like that. Like, that's
really something.
It is something. And you're not the only people that have accepted these contracts. You're not the only people out there doing this.
Oh, really? That's good to know. Okay.
Yes. Like,
So is it like a contest where they're trying to get to him first?
Oh no, not just this one person. There's a multitude of people hunting down different people.
I see.
Currently, right now, one of our more prominent groups, they went through one of Rift's tests. They are currently hunting down a lawmaster.
It's quite a war campaign you got going on against this guy's city.
Well, it's not just Tali, it's multiple cities. The Uglan Empire has pushed us around a little bit too much. We want to get back at them. They
I
can't.
ain't gonna question your reasons. I'll take the job.
Wonderful. And as you sign the contract, you know the way to sign it. He has the quill. Like, you take it, you point it to your finger, it pricks you, and you sign your name. Like, it is a pleasure doing business with you again. Is there anything you need before you
I
leave?
think not.
Well then. Also, I'm guessing you've been speaking with your ally.
We'll say I have.
Fire Mad. You,
Yes,
simple.
the ally.
He wanted me to give you a message.
So if you couldn't just tell me?
He can't. He's busy at the moment. It's a little bit
Interesting.
yes. He wishes to meet you in person.
Interesting. Where would I do that?
He's already told you where to meet him. It's been a while, I guess, since he told you. Do you remember
Okay.
the mountains? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is it. You would be
Alright.
very much happy to see you there. You can bring your friends too. No harm will come to them if you fear that. They are considered friends.
I certainly hope so.
Yes? Maybe not your little Fae friend. A lot of my compatriots do not like the Fae. They prove to be assholes at sometimes. But that is how Fae are, though. Just assholes.
That's what I've heard. I don't think that many.
You haven't dealt with Fae Lords. Here, let me tell you, there's a Fae Lord out there that turns people into mayflies just to watch them die. Quickly.
Hate those little things.
Yes, just think about it. That could actually be a person that this Fae Lord just said fuck you to.
I don't like that at all. I'm just gonna keep smacking them. I mean, if you're a mayfly, it's the best thing that could happen to you, probably.
Understandable. Just like, but I wish you a happy day. And
Yeah. Good day to you.
yes, if you need further assistance, I'm always here. And Boone is also in port. You can ask him to take you to Tali or any coastal city nearby. He'll probably do it.
Alright. We'll see about that.
And as you leave, the door closes behind you and you hear the locks. As you head back downstairs. Now for everyone else.
Homework
Yay.
time.
We are studying.
Yes, you all make your way inside of the library. The library is massive. Like, it's about 4-story library of like.
Big.
There's a few books here, guys.
There's so many books.
As a thinner, maybe a little younger human female, just walks up to you. And how can I assist you?
I'm doing a little bit of course and college work for bards and everything. They need me to write they need me to make historical kind of based songs and stories and stuff. So I figured to go to a place that's got a lot of history books, and I kind of wound up here. I'm looking for So one of the things I heard of mentioned when asking around about sort of things to write about that would be really cool, something called like the first shattering or something like that. Do you know anything about that, or where I could find stuff about that? Maybe.
The Shattering. Yes, there's plenty of books on it.
Ooh, where would I find those?
That's what she looks like. Well, takes walks up the third story,
Boy.
and it's to the right. There's a entire row dedicated to the Shattering. So
Ooh. Okie dokie. Thank you very much.
you all have fun. Is there anything
will.
specific? Just the first Shattering?
I think that's what my friend told me. So I just kind of want to see it, but what that is all about.
There's been a few, so you all can read books as much as you like.
Yeah, I love books. Come on, Quill, we got some stairs to go up.
Yes. Oh, it's time to go marching right up the stairs.
Yep. Vestilla leads the way, just skipping happily up the stairs. And be like, oh, hi, who's this?
That is the lady that introduced you to. Like, she is the librarian, more or less.
I see.
Is she pretty?
Her
That is
librarian.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
The boots are what
Poor
killed
Matt.
me. The boots and the
Poor
tattoo.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Step on me.
Yeah, see? Ah,
That was out of the blue. Not expected.
please. Okay. So we go up to the third floor. God.
Okay.
I'm so glad Mastilla's not gay. So fucking glad.
She'd die otherwise.
Yeah. Absolutely.
She gains power through being ace.
Yep. So yeah, we make our way up to the third floor and then go to the right and start looking for a section on the shattering.
Alright. As you make your way, like slowly peeking at the books, it's like, alright, okay.
Going back to the decimal system.
Yeah. Roll a perception. Or, no, it'd be investigation, sorry.
Okie dokie. Could I have advantage because Quill is helping me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay. Investigation. Yay! Good rolls.
23. Oh, yeah.
Fucking finally. I also did the kaitos.
As you just start, you find multiple books on the first shattering. It's not as looked up as most things. There's like, you see some of the books actually have dust on them. It's like, pull out, blow.
Exactly.
Start reading, and as you start to learn a little bit more, you know the shattering is what brought everything into existence. That is pretty much, in our world, the Big Bang. The shattering is what brought the beginning races, the beginning gods, the Raven Queen, the Asmodeus, some of the oldest, the demon lords, the devils, the fae, the gods in general, even races. The only certain races were brought up first. The elves, humans, dwarves, gnomes, halflings, things like that.
Yeah.
Like, they were brought first. And then as you start reading through, living was great. Then the second shattering, it brought even more gods into existence, more demons, more different races. And at this point, this is whenever a large amount of fighting happened. Because once the second shattering happened, it brought monstrous races. Orcs, gnolls. More destructive things. and more devastating gods.
Right. Okie dokie.
Then the third shattering, the most recent, it happened maybe 1,000 years ago. It brought some gods, some races. It was smaller. But it brought, from what you read, and you have to, you find another book that continues with this and goes into more detail about the third shattering. It brings back a point to where a monster was brought back with it. A monster that the gods actually had to team up to kill it.
So the third one brought back this monster that the gods had trouble killing.
Yes. And no one knows if there's going to be another shattering. A lot of people fear another shattering. Because that's like the apocalypse people, waving signs outside of places, the end is nigh, kind of deal.
The shattering is nigh.
Yeah. A lot of people fear the shattering for good reason, because some people don't believe that the shattering even happened.
Right.
Some people don't believe that monsters were born from it. It's just conspiracy theories.
Okie dokie. Wow. That's a lot. Okay. Oh boy. So, he is really old, Quill. If he says he was around for the first shattering, that means he was here from the very beginning.
I wonder if he was just gross.
I probably bet he was. He probably smelled really bad.
We just shit talking a god at you.
So you get struck with lightning.
Yay.
Actually,
he's in the distance, they're talking shit about me.
Actually, no, you wouldn't get struck by lightning. You'd be struck by a rock ball. From the ground, just a giant fucking rock just slams you in the face.
And Sunseeker and Mishala are on top of it, what am I doing here? What is going on?
Oh shit, we broke dimensions.
Sunseeker's yelling at her again for doing it again.
Okay, so... But everything else is kind of really cool. I actually never knew about this stuff. This is really, really cool. A bit terrifying that, nobody knows if another one's going to happen. And also, apparently, there's a monster that the gods had trouble killing. Is back? Maybe?
As you read up on that part, too.
Of that.
As you read up on it, there was one god, from what you can pick up, the god of magic, that gave their life. They more or less killed themselves to put away this creature. Let's lock it away forever.
And that was back during, the first one?
That was the third shattering.
Oh, the third shattering, but that brought it... Okay, oh wait, no. So the monster... Okay, hold on. Let me get this straight. So, the monster came... When was the monster, first made?
The third shattering.
Okay, so the third one... So it's currently locked away.
Yes.
But we don't know where, and we're worried, and, well, the people aren't worried. Mastilla is now worried if another shattering happens, that the monster will be let loose.
Or a lot of people believe that, you can find another book on it. People debating on, what would the fourth shattering bring? Would it bring new races? Would it bring new creatures that we would have to fight off? Would it bring other monsters like the ones the gods had to fight?
Right.
A lot of people fear it, but some people want it to happen, because who knows what would happen. It could bring peace, tranquility. No one knows.
Okie dokie. This is a lot. But I mean, it would make a really cool, tavern song, I bet, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so I got all my notes on that. I might start working on that when we visit home. Um, and let me. Okay. Ba-ba-da-da-da-ba-ba. Trying to think if there's anything else. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I don't think there's anything else we need at the library right now, unless we want to just run around and look at books while we wait for Kada to come back.
Wait for Captain, yeah.
Well, also, reading all those books, it would have took you about 2 hours.
Okay,
Just
okay.
finding, reading. Kabda would have been
Okay.
out in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. We're just
Alright.
chilling. That Captain's gonna wait for us.
Yeah. Miss Still is gonna send Kabda a message, just like through sending, not through the paper, and just be, hey, okay, so we're done with our research. A lot of weird shit, bit scary, but nothing we have to worry about right now. Are you done with your magic mage Arkman friend?
With your arc mage?
Yeah,
Captain?
that one.
Kabda's
Nice.
dead.
Oh no.
Captain's dead. Can't believe it. Where did Bean go?
Kabda left to go kill a noble.
Kabda.
Left a note on the
Bean,
nightstand.
where'd you go, Bean?
If you're talking, we cannot hear you.
I'll take this moment to say I'm just weeping at Xander watching over Quill.
God. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry.
Eh, it's okay.
Welcome back. We just switched to your to asking you if your magic stuff's over and done
Yeah,
with.
Miss Still
Oh
is-
yeah,
Miss
someone's
Stilla-
talking to me.
Okay,
Bobby.
it's all good. Miss Stilla, after, because it takes us like 2 hours to find all the books and shit. Apparently, you were done in like 10
Yeah.
minutes. Miss Stilla just from where they are just sends uses sending to go. We're done with our research. Are you done with your Archmage friend?
And I'll probably like, yeah, where are you at, Alchemy?
Oh, burn another, burn another one to do it again. Don't worry, we'll come down the stairs. We're like 3 floors up.
Alright, and so I guess we'll rendezvous.
Alright.
You don't you don't get a response through
No,
sending.
no, he's not responding. I'm saying that's
Okay.
what the characters do.
Oh yeah. And so Miss Stilla will put all the books back that she used, put her notes away, and then come on, Quill, we'll go meet up with Kabda again.
Kabda.
Of course.
You
I
get
try and put the books back in the same place, but I don't know where they came from, so
I
they're a
will-
little bit.
yeah, I will- I will-
haphazard.
I'll help Quill put them away in the right spots.
Okay.
I've been doing
She
enough
puts them in
library,
the
so
wrong
this will be
shelves.
good. No, that one goes here.
As you all start heading downstairs, Kabda, you get to the door where they were. Kabda, what would you do for like 2 hours of just standing around? Because that's pretty much what happens.
Sharpen my sword, take a nap, drink
Okay.
from my flask,
Junior's-
and like face back, and I'm doing the same things, but like I'm upside down in my chair.
It's like you see some mages just giggling a little bit. It's like you just like what the fuck? Just like you just see some of them just lifting you up with like some magic. Just like oh sorry, you dozed off. It's just like flip you back around, just put you back down.
God.
Oh,
You've been a levitation practice dummy. Be glad they didn't smack you into the ceiling.
Oh my god.
y'all been doing your homework.
We try every once in a while. Like I can do better as it's just a Goliath,
Oh,
just
no.
like makes a giant ass ball of lightning
Oh.
and just
Please no.
kicks the door outside, and just you see a massive bolt of lightning just blow from his hands, just like whoosh, into the sky. Just like, huh.
That's pretty.
I love him.
God.
He's baby.
He's just like, I wouldn't shoot you, and he just pats you on the head, Kabda. Just like,
Oh, thanks.
and like, you know, yeah, he's fucking strong. Like, what's your strength, Kabda? 20?
I think 20.
Like, he's close to you. He's not like there, but he's pretty damn close. And you,
If you had hair to be standing up because of the static.
your scales spark. Just like, if you were a blue dragon born, it'd be like pretty cool. What?
Yeah, you're very talented, but
Thank you. Anyone can, well, thanks for a moment. Never mind. No one can be like me. I have the soul of a giant inside of me. And he just like pats his chest.
Oh my
that's
god.
pretty special. Do all you Goliaths have the souls of giants in you, or is that just
It's just a me thing.
that's pretty special?
My
Very nice.
clan didn't like me because it's not a stone giant. And he like tries to do a mimic, like a mocking voice. It's not a stone man. He needs not lightning. Like, it was bad. They didn't like me because I had the soul of a storm giant inside of me. No,
Sound
no.
like a bunch of jerks.
Yes, then I electrified a good portion of them. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty golden.
Yeah,
You're a good guy. I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I don't drink. I learned that it's bad for you.
You
to-
don't. I'll buy you like water or something.
That's cool. That conducts electricity. I've heard.
Yeah, you want some juice or whatever? I'll get you that.
Yes.
Get me some sparky juice.
Spark juice. Have you ever drunk electrified water before?
I don't know if that
Full
would
of-
be good for me.
Full of electrolytes.
Yep.
Don't me.
Come on. It's really fun. It
I'm...
makes your hair stand up.
I don't have hair, but I appreciate that.
Neither do I. Just like he doesn't have
Oh my god.
any hair. His lights don't
It's
grow hair.
beautiful.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah. But it was fun just shooting lightning at him. That was just like
You showed those
smiles.
guys.
I hope so. They won't be bothering me anymore. Because the dead.
That'll do it, man.
I hope I shut them up.
Sure did, buddy.
But I can still hear the screams. No, he doesn't. He doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. But also, like, he's out from behind the counter now, Cobb, that you can see, like, his robes are really weird. Like, compared to everyone else, his robes have eyes all across them. And just every once in a while, you can actually see one of the eyes blink. Just like,
Oh my goodness.
like, what's wrong?
So, what's up with that robe you got?
Oh, it lets me see a lot.
Blinked at me.
Well, like, he like takes it off and just flicks it around. You can actually see the eyes just blink every once in a while now as he like has a wind hit them. See, this cloak, as he just, or actually no, these robes allow me to see everything. And he just like makes a hand wave in a circle. I can see you, as he like points away from you. Like, I can see everything in the room.
Oh, that's pretty intense. How'd you get something like that?
It was a gift.
Oh, once you reach certain ranks in the Mages Guild, they give you gifts. This was my gift for becoming a wizard in the Mages Guild. It's
It makes me wish I was a mage.
You can do it if you have magical adeptness. You can
I
join,
believe in him.
and you can get real good with the magic.
Doesn't matter where I got the magical adeptness.
No, I was born with mine, and they still let me do stuff.
Okay, what if someone gave it to you, like a present?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Very cool.
That would work. Just as long as you can prove yourself a magical adeptness man. As long as you're good at magic, they can bring you in. If for people that don't have magic, they have to stay here for a year and then learn
This
all
boy
the
has-
bullshit.
This boy has 2 IQ points, and I adore him.
I love him.
And
My
yep,
son.
I was able to just lightning people, and that was fun. And they were
Yeah,
like,
that sounds pretty tight.
they shook their heads, and I had to fight to become a wizard. I had to mock fight 3 other wizards, and he laughed. I got so good at controlling my power, like I can electrify multiple people at a time by just standing. It gets pretty cool. He just like twiddles his thumb a little
Yeah,
bit.
man, that's wild. Yeah, maybe I'll join sometime. Who do I talk?
Me, I can make you a member. You just have to show me your magical adeptness.
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, right.
Can I show you right now?
He like slaps his chest. Hit me.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade and then hit him with the blade, I guess.
Alright. As you swing, roll to attack. 17. As you bring down the blade, you see he just like as he has his hands open, you see the minor flick of his hand as you slam down on nothing. You slam down on a shield that was not there before, and just like bring the blade back. And like, you have to do better than that.
Oh, so I have to hit you and also damage you.
Yes.
Well, see, that's different.
He just smiles.
Well, let's see. Here. Let's try this. I will cast Wrathful Smite.
Oh,
Try that.
Alright.
And then I will hit.
Alright.
Bummer.
Nope. He doesn't even have to cast shield. It's just like thunk. Just like come on. You have to. It scrapes against invisible armor, more or less. And it's like as that's going, you have to do better.
You do this to everybody?
Yeah. 28. As you go to like just bring down the blade once again, just out of frustration, he flicks up his hand to cast a shield, and just like, oh shit, and just like cuts through the illusion, just like as you,
Not me.
smack the shit out of him.
you hit and it cuts through him. As you see like him just bamf in like from nothingness as you cut through an illusion. It's like, damn. Okay. And just the
I
black,
can do that.
the flash of bright, wrathful smite. It's like, that's real cool. I can't do that one.
Yeah.
You're one of those paladins. That's cool.
I'm a what?
One of those paladins.
I'm a what?
You got
Sure, buddy.
the holy smoot, you know.
Yeah. We'll say I'm a holy smoot.
Is it not a holy smoot?
That's basically what it is.
Oh, do you not get it from a god?
No, I get it from a god.
Ain't that cool? He just walks over to you. Well done. Congratulations. And he like hugs you. Just like, but,
You get a hug.
you are
like pat him. I'll be like, thanks, but
you are now a member of the Mages Guild.
nice.
You are a
You
rank.
get a sticker.
What rank are you? I'm trying to remember the ranks.
Initiate, maybe?
It's not initiate.
Okay, okay.
It's
I'm
a
not even there.
Associate.
Whoa.
Now, an associate of the Mages Guild. And I can share with you this file that I have. There you go. And that's information that he would share with you about the Mages Guild. It's now in your journal.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah. Mages Guild.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know
Now
why
we
I'm
know
wondering.
somebody in the Mages Guild.
Now we do. Yeah.
All you gotta do to increase in rank is you gotta prove yourself magically. You got more or less to beat another rank of your stature, or the rank, not really your rank, rank that you wanna be. You have to beat them in a battle of magic.
Maybe I'll do that next time.
You can't use a sword then. Well, no, a lot of your magic has sword stuff.
Oh, bummer. Guess I should learn some other stuff.
I get. Well, I guess you can use not a real sword, a training sword. That's what they're called.
What if I just punch?
You know, that works. I
Oh,
punch,
hell yeah.
but I punch with lightning.
You know, maybe I won't challenge you.
If you want to get to my rank, you have to. Or
Well,
any.
like you specifically?
Well, no, someone not like me. You can fight Arthina, and he points, and you can see another Goliath, like in another back room. Like she's
Do
my
you
sister.
want me to challenge you?
Oh no, she's my rank. You might die. She likes fire.
She's the
so
smart one.
I don't recommend it.
Do you want me to challenge you?
No, don't fight her. No, I don't want you to
You,
die.
not her.
No. Well, if you want to, you can. I won't hurt you bad.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Okay. Like, I won't try and kill you.
I appreciate
Sit down,
you
my
not
love.
trying to kill me.
Yeah. Yeah. He just shakes his head. Oh yeah. And he like claps his hands a few times and like, I forget you're an associate. You get stuff. You get something. Joining the Mages Guild. Normally, associates spend a year learning magic, but since you already know magic, so different things happen. you just get the stuff automatically. It's pretty snazzy.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you get to pick between a this, and he holds up like a small like potion, or this and a scroll. This is a piece of paper, and this is a potion. This piece of paper holds a spell on it that you can pick whatever you want it to be, because it's just, I'm using it as a prop.
I can hold on to it for when I'm not allowed to use swords.
Yes. It's like a cheat sheet. So you don't have to use spell slots.
I like that.
It's real handy. I have other ones. We do have some paladin spells. Like those, we got bigger smoots. We got those, and we have. If you said you are a paladin, yeah, or are
No,
you?
I'm not a paladin.
Oh, what are you? What do you get
Let's
your
say-
power from?
Let's say I'm a paladin, but not for a god.
Oh, you're one of those. Okay. They're here too. I think, he like scratches his head. Spellfleet Boone. Dread Captain Boone. Yeah, he's one of those. He gets his power from a bad guy. Or maybe, no, from what I hear, he's not bad. Boone tells us he's not bad. He's just misunderstood. Like me. The people think I'm dumb, but I'm not. Um, I'm really smart. He just
Yeah, man, you're really talented.
Thank you. Like, we can give you some. Like, what do you know?
Like, what spells do I know?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I can. Let's see. I know. I know True Strike, Blade Ward, Booming Blade, Green Flame Blade, Hellish Rebuke, Raffle Smite. That's
Well, like, I can teach you. We have a few things. And we can always just ask Boone to teach you things too. And he just like, we can like, he taps. We can teach you a cantrip. We could teach 2 cantrips. From anything. We have druids on hand. They teach people things. We have wizards.
Are those plant guys?
Hi,
Yeah,
sorry about that.
they like plants a lot.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Did I miss
I
anything?
don't know if I'm a big plant guy.
There's.
Well,
This is my big son.
No, I know about him, but I haven't missed anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It's all good.
Cool.
Just my big
Right.
son.
we got the wizard people that like the things. They have a lot of stuff. We have people. We have holy people that like teaching people things. We got some holy spells.
Something I can shoot at people.
Ah, like I can do that. Do you not have
I used to not
Eldritch?
remember those things, but I think that'd be pretty helpful.
Do you have Eldritch Blast already? This is
No,
out
I
of
do not.
character. Okay, he can teach you Eldritch Blast. Okay, do you want Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, like, I highly recommend it. Well,
Eldritch Blast.
I can get Boone to teach you the Eldritch Blast. I don't know the name of it, but I'm breaking the fourth wall. He has this thing that he can shoot out of his hands. It's not really fire. It's not really ice. It's just, that's what it is. It's just.
I'd love to shoot some.
I'll write him a message. And he just like takes out a piece of paper from the bag, writes in just very rough looking language. Do you know how to speak giant?
Let me check. No.
Then he just writes in a language you haven't really seen before.
Is it like big kindergarten letters?
More or less. It's like having a second grader write out like a paragraph.
Oh.
Yeah, and he just tears the paper. And then fairly closely by that, maybe a minute passes as another returns like, he'll teach you. He's on his ship in the docks. You got a little bit of a walk to do, but yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. There, no one will bother you. You can just poke them with your sword.
Thanks. I appreciate the assurance.
Oh, he just shakes his head. Where are your friends at?
I think they're looking at books. I don't know.
I was never a big book person. That was my sister.
Somehow I knew that.
You're psychic.
I just have intuition sometimes, you know.
Oh,
Get real inspired.
that's cool. Sometimes I can see things that I shouldn't really see. Like, like see things that I wasn't allowed to see before me.
Like people's underpants or what?
No. That's pretty funny. But I can like see things from my past life. I told people before that I got the soul of a giant. I could see that. I could see their life. It was crazy.
Forrest Gump, but a giant or a Goliath.
Yep. You're not wrong.
Wow, well, that's some crazy shit. That doesn't happen to me.
Yeah, it's hard. I've been learning a lot. A lot of people have like dragon blood in them. Like then they can do all the dragon stuff. I don't get that.
Now, how come I can't do that if I got dragon blood?
Well, I get it. Like they're closer to the lineage. Like let's say their dad or their great granddad was a dragon. Like they have just that extra dragon power in them. They just
Interesting.
like do you know when your parents had the dragon blood put in them?
Not really.
That might be why. Like we got like somewhere close. Actually, no, he's here. He's in the library, and he like takes a few steps, like opens the door. Navroth, and for everyone reading books, that includes you, Mastilla and Quill. Just like you all hear, just this you remember the voice, just like Navroth. You just hear like a cacophony of just shh. She's like, oh, sorry.
I thaumaturgy and go shh twice as loud, 3 times as loud actually.
Oh, I just need
It sounds like the ocean has arrived in the building.
Yep.
Yeah.
It probably echoes a lot too.
In Kabda, you see an older looking dragonborn. It's like maybe in his 50s, 60s. Just like look up and like gold scales. He has like the tendrils, just like for his mustache beard kind of deal going on that gold dragons have. Just like look up at you like ew.
Oh, hey, what's up? I heard that there was another dragonborn, so I thought I would say hello.
There's a few of us. Not as many. There's one that runs a bar down there. And he points like in the first wall. He's nice. He's a red dragonborn though, so watch your back. But He's a nice man. Is there anything specific I was needed for?
Not needed. What tribe you from, buddy boy?
What'd you say? Sorry.
What tribe are you from?
Oh, I'm not really from
Or
a
clan?
tribe. I'm from just a town. I'm from.
Alright.
I'm from Tessens.
An urban dragonborn. That's exciting.
Yeah. I was brought up there near the Dragon's Veil. It's where I first seen a dragon. One of the lakes
There's
there.
a dragon there.
Mm-hmm. A gold dragon. I still suspect it's my dad. Well, not my dad, my great grandpa, but I tried hunting him down, but he doesn't show himself.
I feel when your people off the dragon.
What? You have to speak up, dear. You have to.
Just call me dear.
Yeah. Like, his eyes are fucked up, so he can't see that good. Like, what?
Oh no, that was me out of character saying that. Feel when your peepaw's a dragon.
Oh, okay, that was out of character. Never mind. I'm hearing things again. Whoop. Sorry.
I feel like that sometimes.
So you okay? Is that all?
Yeah, that's it, man.
Oh, okay. I wish you a good day. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
get back to my studies. Gotta reading up on dragons. I wanna.
You know about
I know a little bit. That's more or less been my life work. Reading up on dragons. Like he shows you. I've been writing a book. Like he holds up a large tome, and just like he shows it to you, and like holds it with his one arm. Like he's fairly strong for an old man. Just like flips through, and you can see there detailed drawings of dragons, with pointers on small points on like what dragons look like, how to detail, like, oh, this is a mixed dragon, this is an iron dragon, this is a gold dragon, this is like a very detailed book. I'm finally on my last 50 pages.
Oh well, congratulations.
Thank you. I've been working on this since I was 20. He closes the book.
Damn.
It's
Wow.
finally come to an end. Oh god. It's a pain in the ass to write. How many things I had to look up. How many shady dragons I had to meet. It was strange.
Shady. Interesting.
I've been everywhere. I've talked about the one Dragon's Veil. I think I still say there's more in there, just hiding. I've went underwater, under the sea, near the portal to the water plane, near Red Cove. I found a blue dragon there. They were willing to speak. They didn't like me, but they spoke with me. I've ran into green dragons, black dragons, over time.
You know, I should give you my contact info, and you can send me your book when you finish, a copy or something.
Alright.
Glad to read that.
He looks at you. I know your face now. I'll write you a letter. What's your name?
Appreciate it, man. My name's Capta.
Carta. How do you spell it?
Kabda.
Alright. You don't know how, like, some people spell, like, Tony. Then they spell it all weird. Like,
Yeah, the O is silent.
yeah, it's weird.
I met this guy named Katoni, and it was like Ktoni.
What?
But he was a dwarf, so who knows?
Dwarves. Yeah, they like doing that. I knew a dwarf too. His name was Strotgrig. He's dead now, to my knowledge. But,
Damn, sorry.
Oh no, there's no need to be sorry. He was kind of a right dick.
Huh.
He was nice for the time being, but then, well, things happened. But he just smiles a little bit. I need to finish my book, so I wish you a good day, Kabada. And he just
Yeah, see.
walks back inside the library. Like, see? No, sorry, wrong voice. Forrest Gump. There we go.
Forrest Gump.
I'm
My mama
Forrest.
said
Forrest Gump.
life was like a box of chocolates.
My mama like box of chocolates. You see, he's cool. just shakes his head. Just smiling. Just like, yeah. I gotta get back to my job.
Yeah, I think we gotta go do some repairs and learn how to do Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah. I told him that you're coming, so you can just head down there now. You can wait a little bit for your friends.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Oh no problem. You have a good day, and maybe you can fight me one time, and that would be fun.
Some good sport and fighting sounds good to me.
Just don't be afraid to get shot.
I've been shot before. I'll be shot again.
No. Shot. Electrification.
That's probably happened too.
Have you been struck by lightning yet?
No, they say there's like a 100 chance or something.
Well, if you fight me, you're gonna get struck by lightning. It's my staple. My one thing I'm really good at is
Your
lightning.
calling card or whatever.
Yeah. I should get cards done. It just has a lightning bolt. That the people just know me by that lightning. That's
Priest
cool
Lightning. Lightning
Priest-
McQueen.
That'd be pretty wild.
Lightning
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow. My name's Ka-chow.
God.
But he just like goes back behind his little desk and just like sits down in a chair that's a little bit too small for him, but he still sits there anyways. Just like pulls out a small book since nothing else is really going on. Just like starts reading it. And since you pretty much have like another hour to yourself after talking, you just look at him for a little bit. And, like, that page takes him maybe 10 minutes just to get through it all and just flip.
He's doing his best. Bless his heart.
And you can see his sister in the background just like flipping through pages, just like
Dang.
brains.
Strong and smart. Unstoppable.
What she doesn't have the innate ability to cast 2 lightning bolts at once.
Yeah, that's good. I feel like able to.
You got the smarts, but damn, he's charismatic. He won you over, didn't he?
Love him.
It's because he has.
He's a big dumb idiot and I adore him.
See, it's because he has a charisma of 20.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
20 charisma, buddies.
He wins people over with his charming personality.
Yes.
And he is so charming.
Oh my god.
But everyone finishes up their research.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So, we did some learning. Nothing like I told you, it's nothing we really have to worry about right now, per se. It just means that he's really, really old. Also, there was some sort
Very
of
ancient.
There was also some sort of like monster that the gods had to fight in I think the third shattering, and they were only just barely able to contain it. And we
Damn.
don't know when the next one is going to happen, if it happens at all. So
That's cray.
yeah, it's a bit frightening. But we did the research and it's just, we know more things now. Nothing really like earth shattering. But yeah, we we figured it out we got what we came here for. Okay. What did your archmage friend have to say to you?
He hired me on for a job actually. So at some point we might want to visit this one city where I have to kill one person.
Okie dokie. Um, put that at the bottom of our list. What's the city?
The city is Tolly.
Totally. Okay.
It's south of here on a isthmus.
Okie dokie.
Isthmus, that's the word.
Okie dokie. Alrighty. So, we got the library done, and now we should go look for person to help Quill get repairs.
Yes.
Where do we find that?
Well, we can ask somebody around here. They seem pretty smart.
Oh, yes, they have to know a lot to be wizards, don't they?
They probably do.
Who you
Where's the person that helped us find the shattering stuff?
She's still in the library. You can see her. She's reading a book herself. Just kick
Okay.
You're
back.
not gonna ask one of the Warforged?
Oh, that also is probably a better idea.
Like you see her in the library just doing like the stupid thing a lot of people do in school, where they have like the chair on its back legs, just like leaning back reading a book. Even
I
though
love
like,
her.
like she's like the cool kid in school, it's just I still stay at stupid because you could just fall back and bust your head open. Like I had a friend do that. Just, like, fuck them up.
Yeah, same.
I love her though.
She's pretty hot.
Do you want to ask? Do you want to ask one of the Warforged around here and see if we can find out where they are, or where they...
Yes.
Do you want me to do it, or do you got this one?
I think I have it.
Okie dokie. If you need any backup, let me know.
Yes. We'll be sure to. Are there any Warforged around in the Library of the Lag?
No.
No.
You have not seen any Warforged in the Mages Guild.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Now that was on the way to the Mages Guild.
It was on the way
Well,
to
we
there.
could go ask one of those guys.
I will. Yeah, I think I'll see if I can inquire. With another Warforged about where I might be able to find good help for my situation.
Alright.
I'll ask around.
Then roll a investigation check.
I am helping her.
Helping with my -1.
Do you want me to? Oh,
Yes.
yes. I'll. Wow.
You search for 2 hours. Just like
I'm
"No,
trying
there's
so
nothing."
hard. There's nothing.
Must still
Could
like,
I?
yeah.
Yeah. I'll see what I can find. Advantage because Quill is helping me.
Yep.
Okie dokie, investigation. Oh,
Hey,
it's
that's
better.
You're able to ask
It's better
around.
than my 4.
You're able to ask around and find out about a Warforged that is staying at a tavern in one of the lower districts.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I got 2 nat ones in a row.
God.
No, that's not good.
When you try so hard, but you don't succeed.
And he tries. Oh my god, so much.
Okay, I try all the time.
Do they point out where the tavern is for
Yes.
us?
Yeah.
It's called the Smoking Gun.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's spooky.
Find
bet
Jared
they're
in the
very-
corner.
God, right? I bet they're very nice people there. Let's go.
And Kabda, you're with them,
seeing
yeah?
as Mastela knows more what she's doing, I will go after Mastela.
Alright. And Kabda, you're with them, yeah? Alright. As you're heading down there, you're just like prancing through, like, yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Once you get there, you pretty much kick open the door.
Well, I
It's like-
don't do that. I open it politely like a nice tiefling.
Ah, who the hell does that?
With
You're
Stilla,
not-
because she's very nice.
you're not- you're not-
Michelle's on the bashes doors
Yeah,
open.
Mishala would be the one that kicks the door in. What is up, bitches? I am here.
You're in pirate. Yep, that's what I meant to say. Pirate world now. Everyone kicks in doors. Like, you see it all the damn time. But as you like walk through, you see a man manning the bar. A multitude of people here. And just you see a red dragonborn, like fairly built, looks down at all of you, just like, oh shit. How can I help you?
We're looking for Did I get a name of the Warforged at any point?
No. And they just
Okay.
like, oh, we seen a machine man.
So my friend here is looking for a friend of theirs, or someone to help them point them in the right direction. Is there another Warforged in this tavern anywhere?
Occasionally, they stop in before they go out to see a crewmate.
Do you know their name?
No. They
Okay.
stop in, purchase drinks. What are you looking for exactly?
Right now, we're looking for somebody to help my friend, and she points over to Quill. She needs to go and get some repairs to help her out, and we just don't really know where to go. So we figured asking another Warforged might be the best idea.
Don't worry.
Just to be sure that I get the she says twitch
I can tell.
quality repairs.
I can tell you have a broken voice module. All right, yeah. I can help you with that. I help out people that need fixing.
Don't pull any funny business, and I'm making an insight check. I don't trust like that when it comes to one of my best friends. Never mind, I guess I do trust like that.
Yeah, he's like 100% like friend material.
I mean, everybody is friend material to me.
You're not wrong. like, like, yeah, he seems truthful. Like he's not lying.
Okie dokie. Alright.
Do you know how much it would cost?
Now, how far are you willing to go into this? Like, I can fix a lot about you. Well, I used to make Warforged. Whenever a small little war was going on between the dwarves and the orcs, it was a pain in the ass, but I still helped make them.
She has with the voice module as he's talking. She's short of the voice module as he's going on. She pulls up her sleeve and there's one of the big gaps in her body, like all stuffed with cloth, and she kind of pulls it out to show him a bit more.
Oh, you were never finished. Ooh.
It's a bit. It's not ideal.
Yeah, and you've been dinged up quite a bit. It'll
little
take. As said, how far are you willing to go? Do you want to be more person-like? Do you want to look like a person? I can make that happen. I have a few enchanters that are really good at what they do.
Quill has been presented with this question and is she's like conflicted. She's clearly just like thinking over this, not quite thinking she'd get this far, and you hear the sort of start up in her head, and I am not sure.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of things we can do. I made a lot of Warforged meant for war in the name, but I also helped modify Warforged to hard to say. It was to their preferred way of life. Like thanks, the best way to put it, make you into a person. As simple, I can not completely human, but close to being human. Or not human. If you want to be like a dragonborn, I can make you look like a dragonborn.
Not really.
I think I will wait on enchantments for now. You made Warforged before. You said. Do you know of other creators?
I know of a few. Not around here anymore. A lot of them have passed away. I'm a lot older than I look. But,
She sort of, she thinks with a jittery movement, snatches the little notepad out of her bag and shows him the Maker's Mark.
Looks at it. I've seen it once before. They were, to my knowledge, the Warforged that I seen it on. It was a warbot. It was more or less made for war. It was massive. To my knowledge, this family normally just makes shield guards, but every once in a while they might put out a Warforged.
Do I am in need of repairs. I am sorry. Today has been busy.
Understandable.
Do you know around where they're based?
Well, that's the thing. I know that sometimes they have a small part of the family in Nemro. Just a small part. But also, most of the family is placed in Vin Worum. That's where most of the family is, but there's just members scattered throughout the Silver Breach.
We were heading to Nemrod before Mestala.
So wait, where is the other place that you mentioned?
Right below Nemro, the other
Right
dwarven
below-
city.
Dorbaldar?
Ven Worum.
Oh, Venwaram. Okay, dokie.
I hate dwarves' names. They're just complicated.
A little difficult to pronounce when I stutter.
A little bit.
I understand.
So,
Well, do you want me to finish you? Do you want me to modify you?
I would prefer if you could help me with my voice and my stutter movements, please.
That's possible. I will need to more or less. I won't be shutting down your internal core, but I'll be shutting down a good portion of it.
can I be there with her when you do work on her?
It'll take time. It'll take about a day.
I can wait.
Okay.
She is
Mestala worries.
she's my best friend.
Crying, I love Mestala.
I don't want anything to happen to her.
So sweet.
Yes, that can be done. Is there anything else you want me to do? Because once I start taking parts off of you, which I will need to take off your chest piece. It'll... For you, you... Tiefling, I don't know your name.
Mastila.
Mastila. For you, it might be a little strange to watch.
I've I've seen her pop parts of her off every so often, so it's nothing I haven't seen really
Okay.
before.
So I'll more or less have to take off your chest piece.
She
Maybe
will
take off her titties.
pat
Mhm.
pat a hand on the flat of her chest, and where it's like laced together, and go, if you don't mind, I have made a mild modification to myself in the compartment here. If you could leave it, I would be much happier.
I can do that. I'll just have to
Thank
take
you.
it off to reach your vocal module. Like,
Of course.
I can leave it. Do you want me to? There's a lot of things I can do. I can make it you. Anything else specific? While I'm like inside of you, like what do you want me to do? Because once I shut you down, you will not be able to talk. You will just be semi-conscious.
If you could modify the the gaps that I have. She sort of pauses and tugs up another and like shows the little stuff she has stowed away in some of them. Says, I know these aren't proper pockets and the like, but if maybe you could alter some of them so they could be proper compartments when I'm finished,
I can do
they're
that.
quite useful.
It's easy enough. Make a legitimate stowing compartments. I've had to do this to more or less for more people, more forged that are of the how would you say, not on the best side of law. They like to hide things. So they hide poisons, daggers. How large do you want these compartments? Like a potion? Do you want a scroll?
I usually store potions in them.
Okay.
But I do have larger ones that I would rather keep. And she reaches to the corset, and for the first time, Captain, you've actually seen the fact that this thing detaches at the bottom, like it's a shirt and a skirt. It detaches, and she sort of like, there is some rustling, and there's like little like flashes of porcelain, and she pulls a lantern out of her where her stomach is.
What the heck?
That's pretty crazy in
that
there.
Trunk inside that trunk.
Wow, that's.
You would actually know what this is, because Mr. Horrible Little Bitch had one.
Damn.
Fucking Table Man.
Pulls out.
Table Man. It is a lantern of revealing.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got a little one. She stores it in her stomach.
Like, oh, that's I can work with that. You had a lot of space. You could have.
I have a lot of gaps.
And we love her for it.
I can work with it. I can make small compartments into your chassis. Like, make it less inconvenience to stick your hand inside of yourself.
Yes. Quite. People get worried.
Every once in a while, I believe that. I can work with that. Anything else? Like, he's actually he pulled out like a small piece of paper.
Oh
like,
man.
and writing it down. Like, do you want to be more person-like? I can do that. It takes time, but I can do it.
If I want to be changed to a person, like, is it possible to come back later for another?
For another change?
Yes.
To look different? Yes.
Yes. She pauses. She sort of freezes up a little bit and with the halting motion, and then just. I believe I will forgo it for now, but I may come back in the future. Thank you.
That can be done.
I didn't Your name?
My name is Bo Fintran.
Oh, how do I spell that? I'm trying to write it down. Typing.
Right, sorry, carriers.
Frinton. Oh. Bless. Okay, now I have that. A pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. And your name is
Quill.
Quill. And I'm happy to meet you.
He softly,
Still-
but with a lot of feeling. I like him already.
Mistilla is like at this point like clinging to Quill's side.
Oh.
So you don't want people modifications yet? That can be done added later. And more or less the people modification is a enchantment. It pretty much makes you feel like a person. You have body heat. You more or less become a person. It's like a polymorph spell, but more permanent. Until we can modify the polymorph to look however you want. But it takes time.
She's immediately writing that down in her little book.
Oh, I love them so much.
Do you have to go, Bean?
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes.
Okay. Quill, as after saying that, she claps the book shut. She tucks it in her bag, and she claps her little hands in front of herself, in front of her chest, and looks, and looks around at the party, and just, I'm going to be fixed.
Now, how much gold do you have? Because it will cost pretty penny.
If it costs more than you have, I'll help cover whatever you need to.
She's immediately counting through her coins. She's like, it's just, it's like she can't. She's pulled out this like the bag off her belt, and it's like immediately shoves her hand in and just starts like sorting around. Just for a minute or two. About 200.
Okay. Now, also, I will tell you all this. You will have a lot of items that you can sell. If you do not remember, you pretty much wiped out a mercenary company.
Oh yeah, I think
You never sold them.
I think Junia and Cabda took hold of those, and they're in the car.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff.
We got a lot of stuff.
Will this guy buy them from us?
If you bring it up to him, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, I got some combat stuff. I was wondering if you would buy it off me.
I can.
That's right. We wiped a mercenary group.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
Just very casually.
I've got 12 sets of studded leather, and a longsword, and a plate mail suit, and a... Actually, I'm going to wear the fancy plate mail. I've got 2 plate mail suits.
Alright, 2 plate mail, 12 sets of studded leather. I can work with this. You see he pulls out a small contraption. You've seen one of these before. I don't remember who used it, but I think maybe Segla. It's a calculator. That is more or less. He pulls out a calculator. As simple as I can make it. 12 suits of studded leather. I can do that. 20. So that, and then 2 plate mails, yes?
Yeah. 2 plate mails, a longsword, and those 12 studded leathers.
Single long sword.
They won't be needing them anymore.
I can give you 1,245 gold pieces for all of that.
Boy, yeah. Great.
Hold on, what was that number?
1245.
1245. He gives you 124 pieces of platinum and 5 gold pieces.
So that means we all get 311 gold and 25 silver. I think.
140 plus how much the money?
Oh, Lord.
Math.
Math.
D&D was
Ah,
just a
math.
trick to get gay people into doing math.
311.
Yeah, to do improv and math, the two things everyone hates.
300 what?
311.25.
311. Cool. Those are the numbers.
We're rich.
Wait, how much gold do we each get?
311 gold
Okay.
pieces.
11.
20. Oh,
Oh wow. Woof. 451. Oh boy. And then 25
Rich.
silver. Oh.
so. And how much?
Oh wait. Was that in platinum or is that in gold?
That's in gold.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
I have 326. Dear me.
All in
Now
all,
we got maybe.
For
Man.
everything that you want done, it will cost you about 1,000 gold.
Okie dokie.
Like,
We're
but
all going to have to pitch in, I think.
the good part about it, you're already more or less. You maybe had maybe a week more of work done, and you've done a little bit yourself, which helps. And it'll take me about a day or two to actually get you finished. That's
Okay. So how much gold do you have now, Quill?
I have. Tick is just
And the whole
about
total.
320.
So the total was about the total to do all this was how much?
1,000.
1,000 minus how much do you have, Quill?
I have. Quill has 326, but she is estimating about 320.
Okay. Oh boy, we're all gonna have to pitch in a lot.
Oh.
Like,
Good
yeah,
thing we got all that money.
yeah. So like, if we what we could do is instead of what we could do is we could just turn it around and use that to pay for it all. So we take like the 1,000 that we got for the trade,
How much is it?
to cover the cost of all the work he's going to do. It's about 1,000 gold. And how
Oh,
much
well,
gold
that's
did
fine.
and how much gold did we get from the trade?
Oh, yeah, 1,000. I have
1,245.
Okay, so that leaves us with 245 gold left, which we would then split correctly.
Yeah.
So that puts me back at 140. Okay, so 245 divided by 4.
61.
Oh, that's minus
How are you
40.
going to-
Yeah, 61 gold pieces.
If it's split between the four of us, are you sure you want to use all of that on me? I
Yes.
can probably
it's just
save.
61 gold.
Oh,
Loaded.
If it's going to help you, then I want to do it.
she's like, she doesn't freeze like she's glitching, but she does sort of stop, like she's not sure how to react, and she's sort of choked up a little bit. She doesn't know how to express it. Like she's
What else
just
am I going to use all this money for?
Quill.exe has ceased to function.
I'm going to give Quill a hug and say, "You're one of my bestest friends ever, and I want you to be happy. And if this is what you need to do to make you happy, then this is what we're going to do. Okay?" I have you,
There
Quill.
is, there is, uh, there is a silence, and then and everyone, I keep forgetting Alexander's trailing right after because he's so quiet. everyone in the everyone in the party sort of sees like her body like jolts a little bit, and she like puts her face in her hands, and it's like not really it. It's like when she laughs, but where it's a repetitive noise, but it's just like a little like it's not quite a little cry noise. It's halted and very stunted, but it's just this little like a noise that starts up, and she's got her face in her hands.
Oh,
Bastilla is giving
baby.
Quill the biggest fucking hug. So, listen, I love you a lot, Quill. Okay, and we're going to do this so you can feel better and happier. Okay? Money doesn't
Okay.
money doesn't mean all that much to me. What have I always told you? What is the one thing I always want to do when I go to a new town?
Make people happy.
Exactly. I want to see people smile. I want to see people be happy.
Oh.
Money doesn't really matter. What matters is you being happy, because it will make me happy, and it will make me feel like I did a good thing, because it is a good thing.
Besides, this job I'm gonna do is gonna make me easily 10 times what we're paying here for you. So, or well, see, because it's 60, right? And it's 1,000 gold, so it's like not a tenth, but a lot more. So we'll make it up.
And also, if
Not
you
a
do the optional
Sure.
things,
If you do the dubious thing.
Alrighty? It's going to be okay. I'm going to be with you the entire time. I'm not going to go anywhere. Okay.
All right. She's still got her face in her hands, but she like takes a step closer to Doe, and just when can you start?
I can start now. I'm gonna have my son take over the bar, so he just like
You
sets up.
suffer with a lot of feeling. I love
And you don't
this
mind.
session.
I have a daughter also. She's learning the same thing I'm doing now with you. Do you want her to? Would you mind if she watches?
I don't think I would mind.
Okay. She needs to learn. It's the best way to learn. I won't have her do anything on you. She'll just watch.
God knows she'll explode something like faux traumatic.
God, yeah.
And as we're gonna end the session,
Oh,
we come back as 2 days pass. As you all watch Quill leave pretty much a room. For you, Quill, it was more or less a slight. You know what was going on. It was slight and minor, just whispers.
I would like it known that Mastilla lived up to her word and did not leave the room the entire time. She was there with Quill the entire time work was being done.
Alright, I'm gonna say Cavd got a room at the inn, but he's been like bringing them food and stuff because he's a little bit worried. He's like, hey, I brought you a burrito and some water.
Thank you.
You can see, for everyone that like walks in there, like this Dragonborn actually uses his breath, just like to heat up certain tools. Like you see, just
That's
breathes
rad.
fire
That's
just
really cool.
on one
Whoa.
tool. Just he actually has to cut out a small piece of Quill. Just it's slight, minor, and just pops out. Like, okay, that's good. And just like he has to place a small newer piece. Like I had to get this reforged. That's why her voice box was jittery.
Okay,
And,
That was really fun, but I gotta go.
okay.
All right.
Bye.
okay. Get away for the wait a week for the reveal.
Oh my god. Oh, I love these two. Can we make it? Can we make it? Can we make a canon that they are actually like not just in this session, but like in general, they're just really good
Yes.
friends? Please.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Yes.
I'm so happy. Mistilla
Oh,
really loves her friends so much.
you know what?
Yeah.
Mistilla hears when Quill wakes up.
Oh my god.
The eyes flick open and she blinks and she looks and she clears what sounds like a throat and she looks right at Mestla and goes, "Is this working?" And it's not the high pitched odd one. It's just
It's an actual
I can speak?
voice.
Mm.
And for you, Mistilla,
is it jittering? Am I able to
It's perfectly clear, just like my voice.
Oh yeah. Also, for you, Mistilla, you would have seen like Alexander would have stayed pretty close, like just watching.
Keeping an eye on him. No funny moves.
No funny move. Mastella voice, I see you making eyes at my friend.
Like you see, the Dragonborn and his daughter actually are pretty damn experts on it. The daughter handing him specific tools as he like works the smallest of fragments. You see, like maybe a rock was in the wrong place. That you don't know how long it's been there. He was just able to get it out. Just small things, and he hands you, Quill, like some parts of you. Like these were parts that had to be replaced. I had to get them forged, but I know a damn good forge. So
I look at Mastella, I'm like, what am I doing with these?
Hmm?
What am I doing with these?
Hold on, with what?
This is my finger.
that's
It's like getting handed a finger, but as like a sentiment, like an odd sentimental thing. But it's like that's your finger.
yeah. Like, if you ever had like kidney stones, how the doctors, whenever they get rid of the kidney stone surgery wise, they pretty much give you the kidney stone in a bottle. Like, here you go. Because I've had a kidney stone removed via surgery. It was a pain in the ass, but well, not really in the ass, but they handed it to me in a bottle, and I was like, "The fuck." Okay.
Oh my god.
Like, I see why it hurt. Yeah,
I understand now.
the pain.
I understand.
The pain, the anguish. Ugh. So I gotta like. Now I recommend.
Here's like the missing bits that we had to replace. Alexander and Bastila just have Quill hold them out at them, like, what am I meant to do with these?
You know, keep them keepsakes. Make a necklace. I don't know, like
Oh my god.
a necklace of
Make
the
a
old you.
necklace of your own finger.
Like that'd be metal.
Mix
You
it
get
up.
Also, I recommend your list of things to do. Put it on like a notepad because I'm gonna have to delete that.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Because
Okie-dokie.
group 2 is
Yeah.
gonna have to use this too.
All good. Put that in. I'll put that in treasure for now. There we go. And so, to do list. Quill get repair. Quill repairs.
Yeah!
Oh my
She
god.
can speak now.
Yee. Oh,
I was quite proud of the voice, but also now she can talk.
yay. Mistilla is very happy for her friend.
Now, once you get like a metric, not a metric fuck ton, a good amount of money, you can become human
Oof.
or dragonborn or
Yep.
elvish or whatever the
She
fuck you
needs
want.
to find out. She wants to find out who she was first.
Yep.
I can briefly do that because I have minor knowledge. He was meddling with my thorn web.
Huh?
I got into my spells and Thorn Whip was open, and I'm like, who's been meddling with my Thorn Whip?
And the session is